Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Come on in the room. Come on in the room, family. We got some shit to get into tonight. Let me play a little something. Let me play a little something. I'm gonna play a little something, man, so I can get the word out. Get the word out that we live, man. Come on in, get the word out. We are live in here, baby. Yeah, we're gonna break it down, man. We finna expose these coppers today. We gotta go to the training. Who's training these people? You know what I mean? Today we finna see who's training these cops, man. We finna get into it. Let me play this, man. Let's get into it though. Play a little bit of this. Play some tones. Let's go.
Shit. It's vivid. My biological father, he never bothered to fix a nigga or bottle. Now I'm hitting the bottle and hoping to see them all. Hoping to hit the lotto. Now I'm broken, I'm starving. I'm wondering how it started. How I get in this garbage. My soul's dirty and rotten. Pants bulging with cotton. They never gave me an option. Instead, put me in option soul. But I ain't stopping, I stroll. But I ain't walking, I'm cold. My heart's dropping, the world is eavesdropping. I'm still hustling. The shield's rougher than most. My bills comfort they toast. They taking they go. Not ready to go. They fixing up, they ready to go. It's heavy, I know. That's why a nigga ready to blow. It's vivid. Shit. Ice goes. Can you see it, nigga? I know you see it, nigga. Hey. That's how life goes. Hey, can you see it with me? Envision a nigga. Vision. I ain't the man that I once was. What a blunt cause, what a junk cause, because I'm finna jump cause. Us is not winning cause, us is not upward. I'm not up to early morning for bucks and stuff. But I'ma make it the raw, God I'ma take it. It's hard for me to shake it, but lately I've been mistaken and cornered up in the basement. Nation constantly breaking, my people constantly chasing these drugs. My mama shaking, I'm aching inside. Pulling shells, raising my eyes, I'm racing with time. And my flesh aging and dying, I'm blazing the pine. This the safest thing for my mind. My brother in jail, and the judge raising his time. My lady a freak, she comparing buses and dimes. I'm busting these 9, 8 times to 7 guys for 6 reasons. I've been struggling since 5 before. 3, 2, 1, my time's expired. I could have been a contender. I could have been a lot better. Now I see how my life goes on. You know, I see a lot of fake people. You know what I'm saying? I just sit back and I observe everything through these eyes.
All right, that's enough. I can't wait no more. Let's get into it. Let me share my screen right here. Family, thank y'all for pull up. As you come in, hit the like button, hit the share button, pull up. Leave your comments, man. I'm reading comments. We exposing this shit tonight, man. We finna get into it. Peace to you, Sister Melanated Goddess, man. Thank you for pulling up, sis. You know what I'm saying? Share it to you. Put this in your Facebook group. Put this on your Facebook page, man. We finna talk that shit tonight, man. Yeah, baby. We talking that shit tonight. Let me find a picture of this sucker. Yeah, let me get here so I can share my screen. Let me share my screen. Yeah, we finna get in. The guy's name is Dave Grossman. We finna get into him. Just a little backstory on Dave Grossman, man. Dave Grossman, he's a guy that goes around and he trains a lot of these police departments, man. And he's really training them in a military fashion. So what we're gonna have to do, we finna get all it. We getting into it tonight. Yeah. We getting into this tonight, man. Ain't no stopping. Ain't no stopping tonight. There you go. He look like he don't like me. He look like he do not like me or people who look like me. You can just look at it. Yeah, we're going to look at it. This is Lieutenant Colonel Dave Grossman. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's read a little bit of this bio. Lieutenant Colonel Dave Grossman. We'll get to the books and stuff later. But Dave Grossman, he's a former Army Ranger. This guy's a former Army Ranger, and his job now is, like I said earlier, his job now is to basically go around and train these cops with his different. He has training manuals, and I got this manual pulled up too. He has a training manual that's named Bulletproof. Hold on, let me do this right. His training manual is called the Bulletproof Warrior Training. So he's going into these local police departments and he's calling this the Bulletproof Warrior Training. You have to be a bulletproof warrior to sit through one of this guy's classes. Let's put it, yes. Y'all see that face up there. Y'all see his face. He also has a study. He came up with this philosophy called killology, right? So pretty much what he's doing is, with the killology concept is he's going around and really trying to get police officers mentally, spiritually, and emotionally ready to take a life. And he uses words like enemy combatants. You have to be willing to murder the enemies that's in this community. You know what I mean? So we getting into all that tonight. It's getting heavy tonight, man. Tonight we going for the juggler. We're going for the juggler tonight. He got a manual. He has a 36-page manual of when he goes to these private training sessions. He has a 36-page manual that he gives everybody, and he's just breaking down steps and steps of how to murder you. And you know the wickedest thing about that though is when he does shit like that, he's also putting Bible scriptures in a lot of his speeches. So let's get to it. I did say I was going to get to it. Let's stop sharing that, and we're going to share this one. Let's get into it. Let's see what Wiki say. Let's go to Wiki. Let's go to Wiki. I pulled up a little Wiki tonight on him. So let's go to his Wiki. Let's share that Wiki. Yeah. Let's zoom in so the people can see just a little bit. Let's get to his Wiki. So David Allen Grossman, born August the 23rd, 1956. He's an author who specialized in the psychology of killing. It's a pseudoscience which he labels killology. Like I said, he's a retired lieutenant colonel in the United States Army. He's like I said, man, he's involved in a lot of police training. We're going to get into one of the officers he trained. And see, this is why it's dangerous. This is why I want to let y'all know people like this is dangerous. So we're speaking about Dave Grossman. He goes into these towns, right? And he's training. Essentially, some of these people are kids or young adults. You know, you're 21, 22 coming from the suburbs, and then they place you. You want to come to the city and be a police officer, and now you're being placed, you're being placed in parts of towns and in communities that you don't know anything about the people. And then this guy, during your training session, he comes in and puts more fear in your life. And now he makes it easy. But yeah, Dave Grossman, he was born in Frankfurt, West Germany. Let's get anything else. Like I said, he's best known for his police training program that's called Killology. And it aims to reduce officers' psychological inhibition to kill suspects. So he's trying to wipe that out. He's trying to just tell, hey, look, kill him. You can go ahead and kill him. Let me stop sharing my screen. But yeah, he's pretty much on some shit like you can go ahead and kill him. I got a good one. Where is this one? All right. Okay. Let me share. Is this? He does a lot of work. This guy does a lot of work with the police, the California. He does a lot of work with the Los Angeles Police Department in California, and hundreds. Like I said, he deals with hundreds of police department. He's really responsible for not killing. Well, actually killing. Yes, he is responsible for the murder of a lot of people, but he's responsible for training more police officers than anybody else in the country, anybody else in America. So we're gonna get into it. Let me let y'all play some. Let me play some. I still got a little bit more. What was I at? Yeah, I'm gonna play a little bit of this. I'm not gonna show the video, family. I'm gonna tell you why I can't show the video, because this is gonna be a hot one, and we know Facebook and YouTube is gonna be itching to copyright strike me. Take this one down. So I'll play the audio. It's a dope video. Matter of fact, let me put this link in the chat so you guys can see it, because I'm not gonna show it. Salute to you, Sister Cola. Yeah, Sister Cola. We going live Wednesday. I'm gonna talk to you. I need to talk to you offline too, Sister Cola, because I got some shit. I got some good shit for us to check out tomorrow and discuss it on Wednesday. But yeah, that's the link in the chat so y'all can go and watch this video. But I'm just gonna play a little bit of it, man, and just so y'all can kind of hear how this guy is talking. Let's play a little bit of it. Let's go.
So folks, let's be honest. I grew up in a law enforcement family. Maybe there was a day when if a man was asked for an ass whooping, it's a cop's job to give it to him, yes?
That's some video. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit, family, but y'all make sure y'all go back. Hold on, let me pause it. Yeah, I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit in this video. Like I said, I'm not trying to get a copyright strike, so it's sporadic. But that link, man, y'all click that link, y'all can see this full video. But listen to a little bit more of it.
That day is gone. It's gone today. There is no action you can engage in that will not be on CNN and YouTube tomorrow morning. You don't have to like it. You got to accept it. It's called reality. There's cameras and umpires everywhere. What we want in a modern liberal democracy in our army is we want to turn violence on and off like a faucet.
Now, you make the point that while killing may be an inherent taboo, it's something that can be learned.
The only way you make a frightened person react in a certain way is to drill it into them, to make it a conditioned response.
Yeah. So when people speak about the militarization of police in America, this is what they mean. So this brother was training people in the army and the military on how to kill, how to psychologically deal with killing somebody, how to emotionally and spiritually deal with how to kill somebody. And he took those same principles, came to the police departments in America and taught them the same exact thing. It's the same exact mentality. So we know that these police officers, listen, we know that the police officers, we know that they're getting hand-me-down military weapons. This guy comes and put the cherry on top because now he gets into their psyche. Now he's getting into the head. Now you have to have the mental capacity to really use these military weapons. You see what I'm saying? A guy with an AK-47 is scared, that's afraid to kill somebody. He ain't gonna do shit. He's just a guy with an AK-47. But you put an AK-47 in his hand, and then you make him sit through 8 hours of pretty much brainwashing, then feels a little bit easier about killing somebody. And one of his officers that sat in his classes murdered somebody. And it's a big case. Y'all all know who I'm talking about. We're gonna get to it though. I'm gonna keep you. Yeah, you gotta stay with me to get to that part. But we get into it. I promise you. We're gonna get to it. Salute to you, Nino. Matter of fact, listen, man. I'm gonna drop this in the chat, man. Anybody want to jump on and chop it up with your brother? Yeah, let me just do that real quick. Let me put the join link, man. I'm saying I would love to get a panel up here where we can really break this down. But yeah, that's the link in the chat for the StreamYard link. If you want to join the conversation, join the conversation. Peace to you, Jen Wallace. Peace to you, Nino. Everybody in here. Hey, leave a comment as you come in. Let me let y'all see, because I don't think y'all saw this guy. Let's pull his picture up. Yeah, man. He can't hide tonight. You're not hiding tonight, Dave. You've been going. You had a good 20, 30-year run of militarizing these cops mentally. But you ain't running tonight, baby. We putting you right here on that. He's also an author. He has like 3 books, and they're crazy. We're gonna get into his books a little bit too in a minute. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna pace ourselves tonight, but we're gonna get into that shit. Let's see. Let's play a little bit more of this video. Play a little bit while y'all can see his face. Y'all can see the sucker who's talking.
Conditioned response. As soon as you see an enemy, you kill.
See, and when you use words like, when you use phrases like, as soon as you see the enemy, you kill, like, who's the fucking enemy? This could be a traffic stop. He said in one of his lectures, every traffic stop, you may not make it home. Every time you pull a car over, your mentality should be, I am going to make it home tonight. And we wonder why cops are killing. Cops are killing people.
Every species, every mammal has a powerful built-in resistance against killing their own kind.
Now you begin the process of orchestrating the instruments together in a symphony of death and destruction.
So right here in the video, it says, for the past 20 years, Dave Grossman has been paid by local police departments to train officers on his philosophy of killing. He's been paid. I want y'all to hear that. Hear me clear now. He's been paid for 20 years. He's pretty much been on a world tour. He's been on a 20-year world tour getting paid to teach officers how to murder innocent people in the community. And sometimes maybe everybody's not innocent, but if you're gonna go with that mind frame and that psyche, then he's training killers. There's no other way to put it. It said on the video, it says he's booked nearly 200 days out the year. He's on tour.
Once you've made the decision to take a human life, you're a transformed creature. You're a predator. What does the predator do? They kill. Only a killer can hunt a killer. Are you emotionally, spiritually, psychologically prepared to snuff out a human life in defense of innocent lives? If you can't make that decision, you need to find another job.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I hear how he talking. And it's, those are the type of things that he's speaking about that he's into. Let's see what this says. Let's go move along in the video. Let's go. Oh, now, like I said, for the people who just pulling up, the video is, I put a link in the chat. Y'all let me know if y'all can't see it, but it's a link in the chat for this article, which has a video attached to it.
Whenever we survey cops about use of deadly force, they consistently tell us that number one concern is what? Begins with an L. Lawsuits, liability, lawyers, I'm going to get sued. Do you understand you can be sued for not shooting? Stand there and do nothing while people are murdered. What do they call that? Cowardice, malfeasance, dereliction of duty, deliberate indifference, blood on your hands. We might call it assisted suicide because the one that dies next might be you, yes? There's only one way out. Know the law, know it well. Get every training opportunity you can. Don't be afraid of being sued. Everybody gets sued. Just a chance for overtime. Be afraid of being successfully sued.
Yeah, y'all got to click on, make sure I put the link in the chat. Y'all make sure y'all watch that video. I mean, it's a house full on this video. House full of people. House full of people. Where's my site? Where's the other site I was looking at? Because uh where's that site at? We're gonna see, because they had a room full of people. And he's being paid. He's being paid by these people. So it says his courses range in price from $239 to $279 per person. And he also has upcoming seminars that's being hosted by these police departments. He has upcoming seminars in Kansas City, Missouri, Chandler, Arizona, Richmond, Washington, Schaumburg, Illinois, and he also does his training in community college police academies in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and he's also about to train the security at the Mall of America in Minnesota. And what do we know about Minnesota? Rest in peace to our brother George Floyd. Rest in peace to that brother. Because that brother was from Minnesota, Minneapolis. Minneapolis also, he's also taught courses in Minneapolis. So he's all around Minnesota. Minnesota love him. Now they want to militarize their mall security. This ain't Paul Blart. Yeah, nah, this is a lot deeper than Paul Blart right here. Yeah, exactly, Jen. That's what he's saying. Yeah, he's saying snuff him out, Jen. He's not speaking. He's speaking like like I said, he's training killers. He's training killers, Jen. It's no way to sugarcoat it. And these police departments, they continue to hire him and give him work and allow him to come in and do that. Yeah. So since Grossman retired the U.S. Army in 1998, he's traveled to all 50 states. I repeat that. He's traveled to all 50 states to teach his bulletproof courses. Bulletproof courses. Because he has a training manual, and his training manual is called the Bulletproof Warrior. 36-page manual on killing. On how to kill with his phrase that he coined, killology. See what I'm saying? So if you think about psychology and all of the biologies and all of the ologies, he introduced killology. And like I said earlier, man, it's just so gross the way he throws in these different Bible verses and stuff like that. But let's get back a little bit. Let's play a little bit more of this. See if you got anything else to say.
Ecclesiastes 3:3. Time to kill.
Oh, that was right on time. He came right with the Bible verses, like clockwork. Let's listen to him.
Afraid of being successfully sick. Ecclesiastes 3:3. Time to kill, time to heal. Appreciate you, brother. Good to have you on board. Stay hard. Hurrah.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Proud to be a service, man. Stay hard.
And that's the thing, man. Like I keep saying, man, you get these officers, like these officers, people are not policing their own community. That's one of the things. Like, people aren't policing their own communities. And when you send people to other communities, and then you have a guy that comes in and tell them this person is the enemy. This person is an enemy combatant. This person is always looking to kill you and not, I don't know. This person is always looking to kill you. Then now you start looking at everybody like they're trying to kill you. And what you gonna do if you're paranoid? You want to go home at night. That's one thing he preaches. He says, hey, you want to go home at night. If you want to go home at night, you have to treat everybody like an enemy combatant. Let me go to something. What else did I have on here tonight? My bad, y'all. I hate fumbling through this. But I know I had something else. Dave Grossman. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Let's go to his website. Oh, that's why I'm at right here. This is his website. Then right here, let me share my screen so we can break down his theory on killology. Let's go to his website. Yeah, like I said, he came up with this concept called killology, and let's give you a definition of it. Killology, the scholarly study of the destructive act, just as sexology is the scholarly study of the procreative act. In particular, killology focuses on the reaction of healthy people in killing circumstances, such as police and military in combat, and the factors that enable and restrain killing in these situations, right? So I guess he's pretty much telling people, hey, get over your fear of killing. People gotta die. He also has this. So he has this. He speaks about the sheep, the wolves, and the sheepdogs, right? So the sheep is what he would say is the public. The wolves is the criminals, and the sheepdogs are the cops. And one of those concepts is okay, the police, we never harm the sheep, and we know that the wolves are always trying to harm the sheep. So, you know what I mean? It's like, so we cannot, we protect the sheep by any means necessary, pretty much. That's what it's saying. We can get into it. I never saw this. All right. Let's get to this. So this is from William J. Bennett. I think this is from William J. Bennett, one of his compadres, and this is a guy he rolls with, and he sticks with some of these ideologies. One Vietnam veteran, an old retired colonel, once said this to me: most of the people in our society are sheep. They are kind, gentle, productive creatures who can only hurt one another by accident. This is true. Remember, the murder rate is 6 per 100,000 a year, and the aggravated assault rate is 4 per 1,000 per year. He says, so what this means is that the vast majority of Americans are not inclined to hurt one another. All right, cool. All right, so yeah, that was the sheep. Let's get, did he break down the wolves? No. He went on and on to speak about how the sheep don't bother each other. They just work. They feed, they work, they feed together. They're just sheep. They're harmless sheep. And then he speaks about the wolves. The wolves is what he calls the criminals. So he said, then there are the wolves. And the wolves feed on the sheep without mercy. Do you believe there are wolves out there who will feed on the flock without mercy? You better believe it. There are evil men in this world, and they are capable of evil deeds. The moment you forget that or pretend that it's not so, you become a sheep. And there's no safety in denial. That's it. So like I said, you have the sheep, then you have the wolves that's always looking to harm the sheep. And now let's get into his ideologies on the sheepdog, which is the police. Then there are the sheepdogs, and I'm a sheepdog. I live to protect the flock and confront the wolf. You know what I mean? And then there's a sign. One of the signs in a California law enforcement agency said, "We intimidate those who intimidate others." Okay. Yeah. So now we know his concept on the sheep and the sheepdog and the wolf. So listen, family, you are the wolf. You are the wolf. And that's why a lot of these cops are killing and shooting without any thought of it, because you have guys, let's show his face again. You have guys like Lieutenant Colonel Dave Grossman that's on a fucking world tour, and he just runs around and rides around and he's on tour. He's getting paid fucking $300 a person in 60 room buildings. 60 seat buildings, preaching this message to these cops. Not only cops, but fucking mall security. Everybody's mobilizing. This man is mobilizing everybody. And I'm telling you, family, it's crazy, man. He think the humans are sheep. He thinks the quote unquote criminals are wolves. So you when you start looking at people like that, man, you're not going to value their life. And then you're going to teach, the next generation. So this is how it can be fucking 90 years later and the cops is still killing black people. Hold on. You did what? What charge? Hold on, fam. All right, my bad, fam. Damn, I'm back. Damn it, y'all. Somebody was at my door. All right. Let's see. Yeah, Virginia is wild, man. It is wild. Let's get into this manual, because I do have a copy of the manual. So why not? Why not get into the manual? Okay, buddy. All right. Sorry about that. One of my son's friends. Now, all right, let me share my screen. Let's go on. Let's get into the manual, man. So this is a manual. I guess I want to preface this by saying this was a manual. I think this was a meeting from 2016. So a police officer went to one of Dave Grossman's training sessions in 2016, and he sat down and he paid his money. He went there, he did it all, took notes, and that's another thing we got to look out for, y'all. I want y'all to really pay attention to these notes, man. These notes are crazy. But damn, I still didn't share my screen. Let's share my screen. All right, yeah, let's run through this manual, man. And like I said, this is the bulletproof warrior. Guys, he's training these cops to be bulletproof warriors. He's saying, hey, that's the mindset that you have to have going into this thing. Bulletproof warrior mindset. So let's see. Let's see, when is my screen gonna share? All right, so if my screen is sharing, then we'll get to it. So yeah, that gives a little bio on Dave Grossman and the director of training, Jim Glennon. We can't let him slide. We can't let him get out of there either. They Illinois. They're based out of Illinois. So yeah, so of course, so these people, they kind of, I think this is like a middleman company though. Caliber Press, I think that's like a middleman company that says, hey, we know trainers, we can bring them in to do it. And this is the 3 books that he wrote: On Killing, Stop Teaching Our Kids to Kill, and that's hypocritical. Oh, I just saw what that one is. But we'll go back. All right, but yeah, he's written 3 books. Some of these are gonna be upside down, so I have to flip them. I guess you ain't gonna flip them. All right, so this is a comparison of murder, assault, and imprisonment rate. So he comes right out the gate. Stats, graphs, numbers. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know how I feel about stats. You can always manipulate stats to further your argument. Always. If I want to say crackheads ain't that bad, I promise you I could go in there and find some stats to say, well, crackheads are really, really not that bad. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to do crackheads like that, but You know, that's the analogy. So this is a then he comes with the brain scan research. All right, let's get to some of these. I want to read this one too. Let me read this because, like I said, I want y'all to pay attention to these notes, man. These notes, these little notes that y'all see right here. I hope y'all can see them. Let me zoom in. But yeah, look at these. These little notes right here. This is the making of a murder. This right here is the making of a murderer right here. You right here in real time reading the notes that this officer. So this is what this officer is getting from this lecture. He spent his money. You got to think if you done spent your money to be in training, of course you want to soak it all the way in, especially now that we're in the fucking information age. You pretty much know his stance on everything. You pretty much know what he's talking about. But let's go. Let's go. It's notes, y'all, so it's gonna be hard for me to read it. But let's go. SPPD Sergeant Lennon. First day intro. I believe in community policing. Show suspects a little respect. Oh, this is crazy. And if you think you're better than them, and they will get it. If you think you're better than them, and they will get it. I need to put this let me put this in the chat too, though, family. So maybe y'all can read it, and then we can get some more sets of eyes on this. Hold on. Let's go. Yeah. There you go, Jen. I'm gonna put those in there, Jen. Maybe you can read it. Man, if you can read those notes better than me, Jen, and you ain't busy, man, jump on. And let's try to go through these notes, man. Or I'm gonna struggle. You can already tell I am gonna struggle with these notes. But these notes are these notes are key though. I want to know what this officer is taking from this meeting. I want to know what does this what did this guy change this officer's mind in any way? You see what I'm saying? And they will get it. They will respect you even after you beat them down. You hear that? I read that. I can understand that loud and clear. And he's speaking about criminals. This is what someone is saying to him. They will respect you even after you beat them down. We need to get beyond they think 4 hours of training is enough. We need to train up. We need to get behind. Oh, fuck. I don't know what that says. I don't know. But this is. We need to get beyond. Oh, that's departments. We need to get beyond departments that think 4 hours of training is enough. We need to train up. So now he's saying more training. More training. And I think that's what the guy who was giving the lecture said. Yeah, first day intro. Yeah, I think he was getting yeah. Second day intro. Second day intro. So yeah, let's get back to it. So he's coming with more and more brain scans. Let's see. So he's showing the brain activity in teens with low media violence exposure. That's another thing I didn't say, family. He keeps saying media and video games is what he's saying. Media and video games is really what's turning these kids crazy. He's saying the fact that these kids can play games like Call of Duty and really move and prepare like the military move. He think that now these kids will take those game experiences to the communities and start pretty much attacking cops or always being on the defense with cops. So he feels like cops should always be on a fence with anybody they encounter on the streets. I don't know. Like I said, that's how you train a killer cop. That's it. It's easy. It's easy. And you got to think, man, like I said, some of these cops are young and impressionable. They know dad was a cop, granddad was a cop. But the difference is they don't want to stay in them small towns dad and granddad grew up in. They want to come to the big city, baby. Big lights, bright lights. They want to come. But the difference is when you come to that big city and they put you in a neighborhood where nobody looks like you, now it's time to play ball. And he's pretty much trying to tell people how to play ball. Yeah. That's it. He's pretty much telling people how to play ball. Let's get back to it. Let's do a little bit more of this manual, man. Let's see. I ain't going through all 36 pages. Like I said, I put the link in the chat to this manual. I mainly want to read I ain't gonna lie, I really want to read the notes, y'all. The notes that this officer is taking. So yeah, like I said, he broke down. He has a scan of the brain activity in teens with low medium violence exposure and the brain activity in teens with high media violence exposure. I can't really see. It's hard to see on this one, but I can kind of see. It looks like it's more. He's saying it's more brain activity going on, during the decision making exercise. It's go and go. So let's go. Let's get past that. Then he comes with stats. I told you what I tell you about stats and numbers. You can manipulate them things to say and mean anything you want them to say or mean. It's easy. It's easy to play with the stats. But he says, look, serious assaults per capita from 1957 to 2005, 5 times. I guess he's saying it's an increase. From 57. Then look how far back he went on these fucking stats, though. He went back to the 50s. He went back to the 50s for stats. I mean, yeah, of course. Like serious assaults, like you got to start thinking about police forces. The police forces didn't give a fuck about assaults like that in the 1950s. If we being honest. But yeah, but then you got Canada 4 times from 62 to 2004. Then he goes Norway, Australia. He goes down the line with more numbers, more stats. Now let's get into what the officer. Let's see what the notes say. You are the thin line of heroes, preserving the future of America during these dark and desperate times. Oh, let me read that. Okay, it was hard. It's hard, man. It's hard for me to read other people's handwriting. But the officer who's listening to this lecture and going through his manual, he wrote this note. You are the thin line of heroes, preserving the fabric of America during these dark and desperate times. Like, do you want this guy fucking patrolling your neighborhood? Who wants this guy patrolling your neighborhood when he's saying it's dark and desperate times? He think we're in the dark and desperate time age, man. I wouldn't want this guy. Fuck that, man. That's doing a little bit more than protecting and serving. So I don't know. And then the officer also wrote a little side note: effect of sick movies and video games. I told you. So your guy Dave Grossman is really pushing this fucking video games and TV is making the community dangerous. So now you have to see every traffic stop, every house car you get, you have to look at them like the ops. He pulling up like the ops. And that's what happened to Tamir Rice. Yeah. When cops pull up thinking that a 12-year-old boy in the park is the ops, then you know we have a fucking problem here. And that's what this guy is training. This is what this guy is saying in his training. He's saying, hey, every time you pull up on the scene, that's the ops, man. You deal with them accordingly, especially when it's the ops. Where am I at, man? Let y'all see this sucker. You gotta see this sucker, man. Put his ugly mug back on the screen because you got to see this sucker. You have to. This is the guy who's running around America. He's been to hundreds of police departments training your cops to be killers. He don't make no bones about it. He's telling you straight up, yes, I need bulletproof warriors. Yes, I practice killology. I implore you to practice killology. He straight up tell you he's also trained military people, army people, all of the service people. Like, come on, man. And this is the guy. I'm sure I know he's been in Tennessee. He said it himself. He's been to all 50 states. So I don't know. We need to look into it. Now I can say this though. He was banned. Business has slowed down for him. I can't say that. I did read a lot of police departments are backing down. But hey, I read earlier, he still has plenty of events on the way. Yeah, I read it earlier. He's some of these police departments stop fucking with him. But hey, let's go back again. Listen, he has upcoming training sessions in Kansas City, Chandler, Arizona, Richmond, Washington, and Schaumburg, Illinois. He's still out. He's still on tour. He's still on tour training these cops to be killers. And guess who's the enemy combatant? I mean, like he said, guess who's the wolf? You're the wolf. You're the wolf in this world, in this war. I'm telling you, man. And look at him, man. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Jen. He looked like he got white sheets hanging up. How close his eyes is. Ugly ass boy. Let's get back to it, though. A little bit more. Okay, let me stop sharing that. Like I said, man, I'm fascinated by these notes. Let me make sure I get back to these notes, family, and share my screen. Let y'all see these notes. I want to know what, I'm going to keep saying it because I want to know what this guy, you know what I'm saying? This officer that he's training, this officer that's sitting through this lecture, I want to know what he's thinking. We got to get into his mentality. We know what Dave Grossman is about. We know that he has an agenda to push, and he's pushing his agenda. The dangerous things is he's teaching younger people, room full of them, and these are people with perceived power. These are your local authorities. These are the people that you want to call. Then people in America wonder why. Man, you know, I'm scared to call the police. I mean, no, people in America will call the police and then they will go to jail or they will get harmed. And then people who don't have to deal with that, they're going to wonder, man, you know, black people, they got that no snitching shit and they don't really talk to the police. And well, how can you? How can you when the police come to your door like you're an enemy combatant? And sometimes you call them. There's situations out here where you call the cops and they come and get aggressive with you and now you go to jail. What the fuck? Because you have people that's training them. People that's coming in and telling them, listen, man, these are enemy combatants. These are wolves that are always trying to hunt the sheep. And we have to get in the middle of that. If you kill somebody, oh man, you know, killing is, I'm going to go to that. I'm going to find that. I'm going to find that quote. If I'm honest, that man said a quote. Hey, he said a quote like, after you kill somebody, you have better sex with your partner. I want y'all to listen to that. That man literally said this in an interview on a podcast or something like that. He said, after you kill some, he said, once you're comfortable with killing you, once you're comfortable. So I'm gonna put it, I'm gonna lay it out plain for you. He told police officers, hey, once you kill somebody and you're comfortable with it, you've done it psychologically and spiritually and emotionally, and once you're comfortable with killing somebody, you actually have better sex when you go home. All right. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. All right, let's get back to it though. All right. So back to the Bulletproof Warrior training manual. So now he's saying combat efficiency. Hold on. 60 days of continuous day and night combat is a modern 20th century phenomenon. Now, I see that at the bottom. That says the Battle of Normandy. I can't read. I told y'all I am horrible. Lost locus of control. I don't know what this is, y'all. City segment. I don't know, but I guess he's taking notes about this graph because I can't read any of that, y'all. I'm sorry. Cop suicide. Yeah, it does say that. Cop suicide 200 to 450, and he wrote closer to 200. 200 per capita of the whole population. Okay. I don't know, but I would think, right? If I'm thinking about what this cop was trying to write, if you think about what this cop was writing, and then you got to try to think about what's being said in this lecture while this cop is taking notes. I'm pretty sure he was trying to let people know that cop suicides are high. But I don't know. It's weird because he said closer to 200. So he may have been trying to tell them, hey, yeah, cop suicides is kind of high, but not really high. He's probably saying after, he's probably, he's a salesman. So he's probably saying, hey, shit, after you take my course, you're less likely to kill yourself after you have to kill somebody. All right, let's go. Let's turn it. Sleep. All right, so he's talking about sleep. The environmental cue that made us get enough sleep has gone away. After 20 days of demanding continuous physical activity, 7 hours of sleep per day, you get 87% peak efficiency, 6 hours per sleep a day. All right. He said if you go 24 hours without sleep, you're legally drunk. Lack of sleep equals key factor in stress casualties and post-traumatic syndrome disorder, or whatever that is. PTSD. Okay, lack of sleep. It destroys the immune system. 30-minute minimum for an effective nap. So he touched on that. Let's see, did my guy write anything on here? Even of suicides. I don't know. Key factors on surviving PTSD. So he just reiterated it. More sleep. I guess they're saying more sleep, less suicide. More sleep, the less you have a chance for fucking PTSD. Heart rate. He gets into the heart rate. So he's really, another thing is, like I said earlier, he's really training these kids on how to, he's really training these officers on how to kill. And the way to kill, and he's training officers on how to kill and not worry about it. Don't feel guilty about it. Your heart rate is going to pump. It's going to jump. It's going to feel weird. It's going to look weird. It's going to smell weird. But you have to do it. It's either you or them. And I still want to keep reiterating, man, this guy is on a world tour. He goes all around America and even foreign countries, and he trains police departments with his propaganda. See, right here. And the officer wrote here. The officer took a note of this one. Hold on, let me move that. I forgot I still had a comment on the screen. Let me move that comment off the screen. Ah, my brother. Damn, my bad, Buddha. What's good, Buddha? Yo, Buddha. I can't hear you, brother. I didn't hear you. I see you muting and unmuting, but I can't hear you, brother. I can't hear you, Buddha. You may have to jump out and jump back in. I got you now, Buddha. I'm keeping my eyes on the backstage now, brother. I got you. I got you. I got you. But yeah, like this guy's really going deep. Yeah, this guy's really going deep on going deep about fucking heart rate, you know, keeping your composure. And he's telling people, like in that clip I played earlier, he's telling people, hey, don't worry about lawyers, lawsuits, litigation. Don't worry about none of that shit, man. Do what you're supposed to do and deal with that later. He said, do not be worried. Don't worry about being sued. He knows. He's pretty much telling people, yeah, you're mildly protected. I ain't even gonna say mildly. Why the fuck did I say mildly? You're protected. The numbers are more on your side to not get caught than to actually get caught. But yeah, so look, he's talking about the heart rate. Heart rate above 175 BPM. You have irrational fight or flee, freezing, submissive behavior, voiding of bladder and bowels. Said in World War II that was up 20%. Gross motor skills, running, charging, etc., is all at highest performance level when you get that heart rate pumping. Yeah. So like I said, he's pretty much letting these officers know, yeah, it's gonna get a little weird. If you have to murder somebody, yeah, it's gonna get a little weird. Your heart's gonna pump, man. You're gonna shake, you're gonna be nervous. But he's saying, hey, relax. Relax. And do what you gotta do. Let's see what the officer that's taking notes said about freezing. Freeze. Stuck in evaluation and processing the threat. So yeah, he's pretty much saying, hey, you ain't got no time for that. You'll be murdered out there. And that's what he's telling these officers. Let's see if we can read some more of his notes. I can't, man. I am struggling with these notes. I can't read that. Let's see if I can read something over here. No bar. Knee stress inoculation. NYPD. 40 hours of some kind of force. I can't see that. Cognitive processing deteriorates. And that's it. And it's at 175. You stop thinking. Mid-breed. Oh, okay. Midbrain overcomes the forebrain. Okay. Which you panic, causes you to panic. Auditory exclusion. Shots get quiet. Oh, that's sick. That's sick. Oh, that's kind of sick right there. Oh, that's sick. Buddha. Oh, that's sick.
Yo.
What's going on, Buddha?
Going, Rich. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. Yo, can you hear me? I can hear you loud and clear, Buddha. You must can't hear me, Buddha. Hey, I don't know what happened, brother, but I heard you loud and clear that time. Loud and clear. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Jen, he's pretty much telling people like, hey man, the shots will get quiet. And like I said, he's telling people the shit's gonna slow down. He's pretty much telling you how it's gonna look, feel, smell, sound, everything when you have to murder somebody. And like I keep saying, the people he's talking about murder, he's not talking about people that's going to war to fight for the country. He's talking about in his own backyard. He's saying this shit to police departments. But let me drop that link again. I'm not gonna go through this whole fucking I'm I'm not gonna go through this whole thing. I will go a little bit more though. Let me go a little more. And also copy this link. Copy. All right, let's see. But it's skillfully put together though, because he's speaking about the brain, the heart rate, and all of it, all of that. And this is when he's saying you need to be at your peak performance. At 85% peak performance, you can't even hear the gunshots. When you low, it's real loud to you. 80% you get tunnel vision. Yeah, this guy's on some crazy shit, man. Let's see what this is. This breathing techniques. Yep. Yep. Breathing techniques. Let's see what we got here. Diagnostic criteria. Okay. Okay. Let's see what else. Let's get to some more. Let's continue. Post-traumatic stress disorder. I'm so used to saying slave disorder, I actually got them mixed up. Oh, man. What up? Salute, chemo. Salute, brother. But yeah, man, I don't know. Let me get back to it. This is a wild training manual, man. Like I said, I was gonna put the link in the chat, man. I want y'all to go back and look at this, man. So this is what this officer, this is his training manual. It got leaked. So yeah. And now you can see. So now you can actually see what these police officers are learning from this corrupt person that's like I said, that's going on a world tour teaching these police departments. Salute to my brother Chemo, but this thing says this guy Dave Grossman, he has a long-standing, strong relationship with the Los Angeles police department. They're one of his biggest customers. They won't outlaw any of the training, any of the tactics, or anything. Them in Minnesota, will we watch George Floyd get murdered? So yeah, now he's using that. Surviving gunshot wounds. Let's see. Let's read. I'm gonna read a little bit of this. So, surviving gunshot wounds. All things are ready if our minds be so. Don't panic. The fact that you're alive to know that you are shot is good. A mission or a goal can keep you going. You can train yourself, condition yourself to keep going. Visualize yourself getting hit and continuing to fight. Tap in the power of the adrenaline. Officer shot perpetrator with the 45 5 times before perp dropped. Oh, okay. Officer shot a perpetrator with the 45 5 times before the perp dropped. Okay. Later, officer was shot and said to himself, get up, get up. If he can do it, I can too. So after you get shot, this is what he's telling the officers. After you get shot, what to expect? Dry mouth, sweaty palms, pounding heart. Tissue wounds may not hurt. Bone hits hurts, but no one dies if broken bones. Blood loss. Body has approximately 1.5 gallons of blood. You can lose 40% over half a gallon without losing consciousness. Develop now the will, the resolve to live. Okay. All right. And then he goes back to surviving guilt. Yeah, let's get into this. Surviving the guilt. Surviving guilt. The key is to talk and think ahead of time. Love, we band of brothers, and there you go. So when you start talking like this is where you get the blue code of silence. This is how you start getting the blue. My bad, Buddha. All right, Buddha.
Yo, Born Rich, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear, my brother. How you doing?
I'm doing okay, man. I thought I'd come and jump on. It's the first time I'm seeing you go live, to be honest with you. More time I get your notifications late.
Yeah, that means you.
Happen to be up. So I thought I'd jump on.
Yeah, that means you up with the insomniacs tonight, my brother.
Yeah, I just had to get up. I don't know.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
It's a crazy situation we're in, Born Rich. Like, if I may, I'd like to remind you of a conversation we had maybe a few months back. And remember the conversation I was having in regards to if there was a street party. You remember that?
Yeah. During the virus, during the coronavirus, you asked me what I attended.
Okay, so for me, this is kind of reminiscent of that situation. It's like there's allegedly a coronavirus around the place, and everyone's not trying to stop you from protesting. They're like, if anything, they're encouraging you. They're like, yeah, don't worry about it, man. Go, yeah. We will kneel with you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's an interesting one. It's a very interesting.
Yeah, I guess we'll know in 2 weeks, and yes, and just to be on the record, yes, I did attend that said party, right? So
Right.
I was out there with the best of them at the rally. Like I said, I didn't do a lot of the marching, but in my local area, it was a rally that came before the actual march and protest, and before they hit the streets. You know what I mean? And we pretty much got together at the state capitol, and I don't know, it was maybe 10, 15, 20,000 people out there.
Okay.
And then a lot of people.
What was the vibe? Because I'll be honest with you, I attended. I went down to Hyde Park. And,
I'll say the vibe when I was there was in the moment, the words that I said, it's a glorified church service.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when I went there,
Mhm.
it was like a day out. There were people taking selfies, doing their hair. Like they'll take their mask off, take a selfie, put the mask back on again. And for me, the vibe was just not like I've been on protests and demonstrations all my adult life, even as a child. You know what I'm saying? And I took one look at this thing. I was like, you know what? I'm going home.
But you actually went, Buddha?
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's big. That's big because me and you had some conversations about that corona. I can't believe you even went down there.
Well, you know what? I gloved up and I had a mask on. I had all of that kind of stuff, and you know what I mean. So I was very precautious in where I went, but I feel like, and that's another thing. I thought, am I going to risk my shit for this nonsense? It was people there just treating it like it was a day out, like, you know.
But I mean, you're kind of Buddha, but you know what you expect, man. Number one is, it's a lot of young people, right? I don't know what your experience was. My experience was a lot of people there were younger than me.
Well, a lot of people there were white than me.
Of course. Yeah, that's one of the things that stuck out a lot. But yeah.
Yeah, and that to me was very confusing. Not that I don't appreciate people banging for causes and stuff, but I feel like this whole Black Lives Matter it's I don't know how it is over there, but I'll give you an example. A few years ago, a couple of Black Lives Matters people broke into the airport and laid down on the runway. And they caused a lot of grief because the planes couldn't take off and whatnot. It's all over the news. Guess what? They got arrested. Not one of them was black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that kind of, I thought that was very peculiar. And now we see this, and these guys are banging hard for Black Lives Matter and all this kind of stuff. I'll be honest with you, I don't stand with Black Lives Matter. I don't stand with them because there's
I
something
mean,
very,
well,
very contrived about it. It's not very strange.
yeah, but as a concept, I can agree that Black Lives Matter. Now, the organization, maybe not so much, but me, Buddha, I'm the type of guy, I don't deal in politics, and I know that whole Black Lives Matter, the organization, is political. So
Yes.
I don't really get involved with that. I appreciate the way that they can organize and galvanize the people. I appreciate that, but it's not anything I'm into, and I have to speak on this. I saw a lot of people at my local rally and protest that will tell you we're not in that organization. I can be honest. I think majority of the people at these rallies and protests are not, well, I can speak for my local one. They were
Okay.
not Black Lives Matter in the organization. You can't ask them what's the motto, what's the values. Like I said, what I personally saw was a lot of young people that were full of energy, and they let the provocateurs direct their energy into some bullshit. That's what I saw. That's what I took away.
And that's one of my issues. I feel like certain individuals, for whatever motive they have, are co-opting our struggle
Mm-hmm.
and using it for their own benefits. Do you get what I'm saying? But guess what? I don't know about America, but in the UK, all the pubs and the bars are closed. Guess what? As soon as them pubs and bars open again, those guys are going to hightail it straight out of there. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not going to be about that life. We're still going to be about that life because we've still got that fucking struggle. We're still going to be black when them guys are gone. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I said too. I said that too. Especially when they start calling in the National Guard and like you said, I think what I said at the time was when somebody's going to sign an order that says, "Hey, we can't let that happen again. So we're going to need more police and more policing," and that trickle down is going to mean more police officers and more policing in the black community. So Buddha, I in a sense said the same thing that you said, brother. That we're going to feel the brunt of that.
Yeah, definitely. Even like, and the thing is this, like, it's not going to happen now, but the police is going to get worse. Like,
Yeah,
you imagine next year, a police officer drives by and recognize you from the demonstration. Everything's calmed down now. You know that guy's gonna fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
every
He's
time.
gonna, and it's not just gonna be, it's gonna be everyone that threw a fucking Coke bottle or held a placard or whatever. They're gonna listen. Police will always remember that. You know what I'm saying? They'll recognize you and they'll fuck with you. Maybe not straight away, but yeah, little time down, they see you drive past, might pull you over. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what's that? I can smell something in your car. Hey, get out. Don't move. Next thing you know, there's tasing, there's shootings, there's all kinds of fuckery. Even yesterday, I saw a video that was floating around on the British news. A guy called the police or called the ambulance. They tasered him. They were there to help him. Like he wanted to go to the hospital or detox or some shit. Did you see that video?
I didn't.
Bro, you need to watch that video. As this bullshit's going on, the police ain't changing. They're not phased by this shit. Understand?
Yeah,
Let me
I
try and
didn't see
find the
it.
video and I'll post it. Give me a second.
Yeah, I didn't see it. All right, let me share my screen. Let me play a little video then, cause like you said, Buddha, we're going to be the ones that feel the effect of these. And when after these riots, this guy, hold on, let me share my screen. I want y'all to see him. We gonna see him because this is who we breaking down. You came right in time, Buddha, because this is who we breaking down today. We breaking it up. We breaking down this guy, Dave Grossman. We're not letting him off the hook tonight. Dave Grossman, you're not off the hook tonight, baby. If I get a copyright strike now, I'll figure something out. It'll be saved to StreamYard. I'll erase it and clip some shit out and drop it again. But you're not getting away from this tonight. So this is the guy who goes around America and trains cops. His name is Dave Grossman. This is his thoughts on killing. Let's go. It's sick.
I am convinced from a lifetime of study, if you fully prepare yourself, in most cases, killing is just not that big a deal. for a mature warrior who's prepared themselves mind, body, spirit for a lifetime. For a mature warrior who's killing somebody represents a clear and present danger to others. It's just not that big a deal. There's no wrong way to respond to killing. There's many ways people respond, and they're all the same. They're all okay. But if
I'm telling you, man, this is the guy. Like I said, man, salute. If you just pulling up, man, this is the guy who runs across America and trains these police forces. He's also done a lot of work in Minnesota. Rest in peace to the brother George Floyd. He was murdered in Minnesota. And this guy does a lot of speeches and lectures and training classes in Minnesota. Let's get back to it. I'll rewind it 5 seconds. Let's go.
respond to killing, there's many ways people respond, and they're all the same. They're all okay. But if you could choose how you responded, I think you'd want to feel good about it. Yeah. The satisfaction of hitting the target under the stress of combat, to do what you're trained to do, to stop a deadly force threat, to save lives, to save your own life. Some call it survive euphoria. It feels real good. Some people feel bad, they don't feel bad. Yeah. Some people feel bad, they feel good about it. Yeah. LAPD brought me out to do in-service day for the detective. LAPD detective in-service day is 600 people.
Bragging about training 600 police officers to be killers. Training them. You understand me?
Yeah.
Chemo, I hope you listening, Chemo. That's your neck of the woods, man. Go ahead, bud. I'm listening, brother.
So I dropped the video in the back chat, but I got to warn you, it's kind of graphic. Well, not that graphic in the sense somebody dies, but it's graphic nevertheless because it's one a week.
Okay. I may play it, Buddha. Let me get a little chance. When I get a chance, I gotta kind of analyze it a little bit. Trying my best not to get a copyright strike. That's why I'm really trying to tiptoe around this video.
It's a news channel, so it's a newspaper that posted the video, so it's not like it's copyright like that.
All right, let's play it.
One trusty old detective came up. She said, Colonel, you're the first one in 20 years to tell me it's okay to not feel bad about killing that guy. Yeah. You know, a lot of people have been on the left end of the political spectrum, been driven crazy by the movie American Sniper. Yeah. Y'all see the movie American Sniper?
That's another thing you're gonna learn about this guy. This guy, he always uses movies and video games. He feels like movies and video games is raising our children to be killers.
Yeah, but imagine this. You know, the guy he's talking about, American Sniper, it's based on a true story about a guy called Chris Kyle. I don't know if you know the story. This guy was a vet, and he had the highest count for kills as a sniper. And it turns out this guy's a complete fucking liar. This guy, Chris Kyle, apparently he was on when Katrina hit, he was on top of the Sky Dome sniping people. He's making up a load of rubbish. Like somebody took him to court. Funny enough, the guy who took him to court was from Minnesota. It's the former mayor. He used to be a wrestler. He was in Arnold Schwarzenegger films and shit. Jesse Ventura, trust me.
Yeah. I know Jesse the Body.
Jesse the Body Ventura. Okay, he took him to court because in his book he lied about Jesse Ventura, and when it went to court, it turns out this guy lied about everything. So this idiot here is talking about, you guys, have you seen the film American? Come on, man.
That's what I'm saying. He's pushing a narrative. He is pushing the narrative, man. And like I said, the dangerous thing about him is who this narrative is going to. This narrative is going to Officer Chauvin. When you listen to his narrative and start thinking and moving like he's moving, you can keep your knee on a man's neck for 8 minutes with no remorse. Because it's the training. He could always point at the training. He could go to court and honestly say, yeah, it's the training. Like, y'all can't fucking lock me up. I was trained for this. You
Do
understand
you
what I'm
know
saying?
what kind of crazy shit? You know, like this guy saying, what did he say? When you kill someone, you go home and you get better sex. Bro,
Yes,
you kill
yes.
someone,
That's
you're worried
quote.
about police coming to kick off your door and arrest you, and you're going to jail for the rest of your life. What's this guy talking about? What is he talking about?
That is a quote, man. I'm gonna find that quote too before I get off of here.
It's some insane shit. You know how comfortable you have to be with killing somebody to come out with shit like that. Fuck it, hell, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Damn, y'all excuse my squeaky door, man. My door is squeaky as shit. Damn, man, I want to find that quote. I ain't gonna hold up the video though for that. But man, I read that when I was looking this up before I came on. Like that was one of his fucking. Oh, here's another quote for you, Buddha. This guy, he said he doesn't see the separation between Fallujah and Ferguson. And so he thinks, hold on. What did he say? And he thinks that the police as the first line of defense to Al Qaeda. There's no difference. You see what I'm saying, bro? Like he's calling civilians fucking terrorists.
Yeah, citizens, legit, like normal. Bro, I don't know. You know, people are protesting and smashing up shit. I'd be outside this guy's house. Like, it's the first place I'd be protesting at. Understand?
Yeah. And you know what's funny?
This guy is out here trying to train police officers and all the rest of it. He's one of the root causes of this fuckery. Understand?
Yeah. So let me go. Let's play a little bit more of it. A little bit more. It's not a lot left. Let's go.
By the way, the whole sheepdog piece, remember Dad at the dinner table, the sheep, the wolf, and the sheepdog? That wasn't in the book. They got that straight from me. With my permission, they quoted whole sentences out of my stuff to put that in the front of the movie. It's pretty cool. But folks, a lot of people were deeply concerned that he didn't feel any remorse. He felt good about killing those guys. There's got to be something wrong with him. He should have felt remorse. He should have felt anguish. What do you think? There's something wrong with him? No, nothing wrong with him. I've seen it hundreds and hundreds of times. For those who fully prepare themselves, it's just not that big.
All right. So yeah, man. Yeah. So yeah, Buddha, man. That's like I said. This whole show. Go ahead,
play that video I dropped, and bearing in mind, this video happened maybe the day before yesterday. I can't quite figure it out. It was on the 6th, but because we got a time zone difference, can't tell if it was the 6th on your time or our time. But regardless, this happened during the time that people are fucking protesting about police killing fucking people, black people on the street, and this fuckery happens. Big up the YouTube chat, by the way. Big up all the regulars, Lady Spades, Melanated, Jen Wallace. Big up.
Yeah, salute to the family. The family always pull up. I know I can get the fam to pull up. Let's see what you got right here, Buddha. All right. I don't know how much of this I can play, but we'll see what we can do. All right, let's see what we can do.
Sir, 10-4-30-27. Are you doing okay? You mind stepping out of the road? Maybe.
No, what can I do for you? Okay, I'm here to help you. So just tell me what you need. You want a detox? Then you want to go to the hospital. Okay.
All right.
Stop. You want to go to the hospital? Stop. You get hurt? Stop. I understand. Stop. Stop.
They're going to take you to detox. Sir, Devontae, right?
Yeah.
You want to go to detox?
Yes.
All right, you got to get in the ambulance with them if you want to go to detox. Back the ambulance, right? Now? Does he want it?
All right, bro. That's enough of that. That's enough of that, brother.
Imagine, imagine.
But
They're trying to help the guy. Like, I think that guy's a paramedic because that's an ambulance. If I'm not mistaken, the guy that was talking to him is a paramedic. Yeah. So imagine they're trying to help the guy. This fucking redneck. I know he's a strict state trooper. I don't know what the fuck he is. It turns out doesn't even ask no questions or not. Just pulls out a taser and tases the guy. What the fuck is that about? While we got people fucking kneeling and protesting and God knows what. Like, fuck me, man.
Yeah, that one gotta go viral, man. That's wild. Yeah, that one was wild.
And what's fucked up as well is, like, to begin with, the policeman that turned up, because that body cam of that incident is a different body cam. The other one that I saw was from a different policeman that turned up. And he was saying the same stuff. He was like, yo, what's up? Did you call us? Do you need some help? They're all trying to help the guy. This other fucking redneck turns up, tases him. They all jump on top of him. I'm thinking, but hold on, wait. You was trying to help him 5 minutes ago. This guy's tasering him, but because he's wearing a fucking uniform, you're not going to say nothing. You're not going to do nothing. You're not going to stop this from happening. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can zoom in on this. All right. So now I want to show y'all one of the officers that this guy who I've been speaking about, Dave Grossman, who he trained. Let's see if you guys remember him. Probably won't know him by his face. Probably won't know him by his name. But probably won't. But this guy is Geronimo Yanez. This is the officer that killed Philando Castile. Y'all don't remember? He was murdered in Minnesota.
Yeah, I think I saw his mother speaking yesterday.
Yeah. He was the one that was his girlfriend was recording, and they had their daughter in the back seat.
Yeah, he just popped him in the car. That's fucked up.
So this is the guy. He had been trained. He had been to this training class. I think they said a year before he ended up murdering our brother. So this is what I'm talking about, y'all. This is why I really wanted to do this show today, because when we say it's systemic, like this system is, I don't know, man. It's deep inside of it.
What state was that, Woolrich?
This Minnesota.
Minnesota as well.
Yep. Minnesota was Philando Castile and George Floyd. Yes, sir. Same state.
Wow.
And this guy, like I said earlier, this guy Dave Grossman that I've been doing that I'm doing the show about, he's actually booked to go back to Minnesota sometime this year to train the mall cops, Buddha.
You see, from what I'm hearing, right, the mall cops have got the biggest fucking chip on their shoulders, because they couldn't quite make it to be actual police, so they had to settle for a security job in a mall, and they take their shit way too serious. I think what's his name, Rick Ross. Rick Ross was not Freeway Rick Ross, the rapper Rick Ross.
Yeah, no, he was corrections officer.
I'm sure he was a mall security or something like that.
No, the rumors he was a corrections officer. I don't know. May have been. I've never heard anything about him being.
Yeah. No, I'm sure his baby mother came on back in the day and was saying that he was a mall security or mall officer or something. I think there's even a video of him fucking trying to grip someone up.
Yeah.
Man.
So yeah, he's doing that. Like I said, man, I know it said Michigan. He's done work. He's done work with what did they say? What he worked with at Michigan? A junior college security team.
But where's he from though? Where's this same?
He was born in Germany, but he's from Illinois.
Illinois, Chicago, yeah.
Not yeah, but you know, Illinois is a big state, man, and there's some racist parts of Illinois. So we think Chicago, but no, it's some real what people would say rural areas in Chicago. I mean, Illinois.
Okay.
It is all the way to the Ohio. A lot of people, when you hear Ohio, a lot of people think Cleveland and Cincinnati, but no, a lot of known white supremacist groups up that way. Michigan.
You know, the funny thing is, I've met a couple of people from Minnesota, right? And they were Mormons. You know, like they come over from the States and they try and do the whole Mormon thing.
Yeah,
and they were cool cats. I ain't gonna lie, they were cool people. You know, I would never have thought, like, because I asked them about these things. What's it like over there? And they tell me it's cool. There ain't no racial tension within the public, like, but clearly there's obviously some racial shit going on with the police. And I don't think it's just Minnesota. I think it's all over the place.
Yeah, I think Minnesota has a high number. Well, has a large Somali community too. Yeah, man. I used to live. Yeah. I used to live like right across the hall in this apartment I used to live in. I used to live right across the hall from some Somali brothers and sisters, and I end up seeing my neighbor on the news. He was connected with a sex trafficking ring from Tennessee to Minnesota, and they arrested like 40 of them.
Wow.
California, they said they was connected from California to Minnesota to Tennessee. So you may as well say that's damn near nationwide. You know what I mean? You damn near covered the nation. Yeah, man, that was crazy. That's crazy. That was one of the only things. And I remember I went to the Mall of America, and what's the other one they had? I think I went there when I was a young kid. They have roller coasters inside of a mall and shit. That shit's dope.
All right, then, more Rich. Listen, I'm gonna jump off, my brother. But thanks for having me, and my notifications are turned on. So next time you're live, I'm gonna jump on.
Man, my brother, thank you for jumping on.
Big up.
Salute. Yeah, big up, Buddha. Let me get back to the comments. Salute everybody in the comments. Yeah, exactly, Lady Spade. That's what's going on. That is what's going on, man. So these officers are being trained. And like I keep reiterating, I've always been saying this, man. We have to police our own community. People are being shipped in our community with this type of mind frame. Then they're being shipped in this community to police the same people that they've been trained to call animals. Like, I think someone, oh fuck, I don't think I can find it. I have to find that and bring it back. But I think someone got like a copy of the Tennessee Department police manual. And like, I don't know, all the pictures in there was still like brown and black people, man. It was weird. I can't remember that article I read, but I'll try to find that and get that. But a lot of these police training manuals are written like that. They're calling you animals, fucking insurgents, and all of that. He's taking these same war strategies and giving it to the cops. Now the cops have backup with these weapons. We know that they're getting old military weapons for the cheap. We know that. If you're a police department and you want a fucking tank, you can buy one for cheap. You can buy you a tank for cheap because you have the army that the military that doesn't need it anymore. That's a fact, Lady Spade. Many of these cops are ex-military. We know that. Yep. Let's put his face back up there. We ain't gonna let him get away like that. Can't get away. You're not getting away tonight. Let's make sure he don't get away. Yeah. Well, that's him. Lieutenant Colonel Dave Grossman. This is the guy who trains killer cops in America. You want to know where killer cops come from? This is the guy that trains them. Yeah. This is the guy that trains them. Let's get back to some more of his quotes. Let's get back to some more of his quotes. Because his quotes are crazy. And oh, I think I already played that one. So this article says his overly aggressive style prepares law enforcement officers for a job under siege, where they're the frontline troops who are at war with the streets. Listen to these words he's using. This is a quote. When he says his troops are at war with the streets. Officers need to be prepared to battle the communities they are told to protect. What the fuck? I'm going to repeat that again. Officers need to be prepared to battle the communities they're told to protect. And this article says, in Grossman's eyes, officers need to learn to kill hesitantly. No, hold on. Damn, I butchered that one. So Grossman says officers need to learn to kill less hesitantly. Less hesitantly. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is a wild guy. Let's see. See if we can find some more. Let's see if we can find some more videos, man. We'll play a few more videos. Shit, I ain't got nothing to do. Let's see what this is. Oh, okay. This may be good right here. Let's see what we got. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. That's what, yeah. That's what I said, Jen. I don't know, because I listened to something. I listened to somebody said that he never fought, but I couldn't, you know what I'm saying, Jen? I couldn't bring the proof. I wish I could have figured out that he didn't fight in the army, because I heard that he didn't fight in the army or anything, but everything I look up on the internet is saying that he fought. But yeah, let me share my screen. Let me stop sharing him. Let's play another video. Shit. We done made it now. We get copyright strike, man. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. Let's go.
This special edition, In the Line of Duty. A new and more accurate term for active shooters. And there's plenty of proof to change it to active killers.
Count 911, what's the action? Gunshots in the hallway. I'm a teacher in the school.
We leave our children with somebody who we think they're safe, and then these things happen.
A gunman appeared at the front of one of the theaters, and then he opened fire.
When the time came, I did it. I had to.
Anybody remember the Boston Massacre? One thing set off the American Revolution. 5 dead in the Boston Massacre. Remember St. Valentine Day Massacre? Mobsters murder 7 mobsters outside Chicago. Add them up. Add up the Boston Massacre, St. Valentine Day Massacre. You still got more dead at Columbine. Double that number, you still got more dead at Sandy Hook or Virginia Tech. These are massacres committed by children, and we can't even call them what they are, shootings. And folks, what do we call the most horrible criminals in history? Shooters. The Sandy Hook shooter, the Columbine shooter. I tell my cops, you're a shooter, they're murderers. And one of the United States' most respected law enforcement trainers says it'll be getting worse, and in his opinion, a lot worse. Jonesboro, Pearl, Paducah, Springfield, Littleton, Edinburgh, Santee, San Diego, Moses Lake, Bethel, Alaska, Red Lake, Columbine, Chardon, Ohio. Just this time last year, we'll have 4 dead kids in the high school in Marysville, Washington. What am I talking about? School massacres, mass murders committed by juveniles in their schools, like nothing in human history. Folks, can we take the lessons learned in Blood and Lives and apply them? Can we take the lessons learned in Columbine and Jonesboro and Virginia Tech? Can we take the lessons learned on 9/11 and the late?
Yeah, man. So it's wild. It's wild, family. It is wild. Let me get my charger for my laptop. Man, I'll play a little bit more of it. Laptop about to go dead.
Latest workplace massacre and apply it? Or do we have to wait till our kids die? All the gun laws on the planet don't do you no good. When he walks in your daycare center with a butcher knife and stabs 12 little kids in the crib. It ain't about what's in their hand. It's about what's in their head.
Lessons learned and continuing education for officers everywhere in the line of duty. Active killers. Who are they? What are their traits? What can cops and the hundreds of thousands of gun-free zones in America do to stop them?
Hey, he was some crazy shit, man. Like I said, it's propaganda, man. They learning how to salute, Jen. What's going on, Jen?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well, Jen. It's crazy, ain't it, man?
Yo, so like I've been looking into this like demilitarization of the police, and there's like a lot of campaigns like already like like pushing for it. So I'm looking into this one, Campaign Zero.
Oh, you want me to
Have you heard of it?
your screen? Want me to show you a screen?
Yeah, check this out. So this website, it has, you could look on it and go by state, like I got my state, right?
Uh-huh.
And you could see how much money they got in equipment from the military and what they got. So like this is every police station in my state. So let me
And it's showing
just,
how much funding they got?
so see, you could see like wait a minute. All right, so like Beacon Police Department, right? They got $9,880. So what they bought, an infrared viewing set. Beth, let's go to some of the big ones. It's nuts. So like this one got 100.
I think they bought more than that, but you have to write down something. So go ahead.
Right. So some of these are nuts. Like so, two utility trucks for $100,000 each, and 7.62 millimeter rifles for what? 276 for the both of them. Where was the Hartford one? Why is this not
crazy?
Yeah, this is a crazy website. Like 2 million Nassau County Police Department. 10 utility trucks for almost $500,000.
Mine resistant vehicle.
Yo, right? A bus, like an observation tower.
Yeah, this is this is old military equipment that they're purchasing.
Yes.
They get a budget for that. Yeah.
Right. Look at 130 laptop cases for 65. That's such bullshit. Like that's such bullshit. $6,500 for 100. I'm gonna do the math on that. 65 divided by 130. Such $50 a piece. There was one of these that said something like Band-Aids for like $300 or gauze pads. I'm like, are you kidding me? Yeah, man. this site is. Oh wait, why am I in New York? Oh, okay, I'm way up there. Okay, wait, Albany.
Yeah,
But you could.
go to Tennessee. You know I want to see what.
Yeah, yeah.
You know it. I'm definitely gonna use this. Let me see some shit. Is it a mill?
So,
Hold on. What is that?
it,
Got a million? Ashland City. Oh, I know Tennessee got way more than a million. If Ashland City.
Ashland City tractors, road graders, utility trucks, kitchen field trailers. What? Cargo trucks, shop equipment.
Yeah, they
Like
didn't
it's
get a lot of
just such bullshit.
They got an
Yeah.
armored vehicle. What is that? Maintenance system armored vehicle. Hold on. What is that? 24,000. A top handler. They got an inflatable boat for 9,000.
A deep fryer. What?
No, that's bullshit. That is
For
bullshit.
how much? For 2,500 each. Are table hot food table? Are you taking the piss? Look at 14 automatic 45 caliber pistols, and that's only 821. The damn fryers cost more than the 45s.
That was somebody.
Yeah.
That was somebody said, "Hey, break these numbers down, Jen." Just imagine you probably would have had that job, right? Anybody could have that job. Like, oh shit, it's
Right.
it's the end of the year. We have to turn in our numbers. Break these. Break this 1.5 million down into whatever. Here's a list of shit to write down. I like it. I love it.
What is this? Decaturville. They got kitchen trailers, dump trucks, cargo trucks, utility trucks, thermal freight containers. Thermal freight containers. That's weird. Diesel. A power supply for $16,000. Like how this is like such.
Was that
bullshit.
a chainsaw? Hold on, go up to the hand tools. Let me see these hand tools.
Chainsaw. 15 like what Home Depot are you shopping at? Honestly, like this is what our tax freaking dollars are going to. This is what they're going to. So like we could probably say that those chainsaws are probably like AKs or something like
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You know?
Cover it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go to damn, so they're by police departments, right? Let's go.
Yeah.
Go back to the next one. 100 Tennessee. Hold on. Tennessee received at least 131 million. Damn it.
In equipment.
The beginning of this program. Okay.
That's 1030 Department of Defense 1033 program, I guess is
County. Like what are they? These hold on though. But these are based on kind of like taxpayer dollars, right? What are these?
I have no idea.
Where does this money come from?
I don't.
Yeah,
it's got to be our money. Like this is what we're when the government says like they're allocating money towards the military, like this is the shit we're freaking paying for. We're paying for them to have a cookout.
See, you know what I'm trying to see now, Jen, which is what I'm looking at on this is that weird. It's like real country towns, but they're affluent. You know, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's like
yeah.
Yeah, there are cities and departments in the middle of nowhere, but majority of the people in that you know in that area is they have money. It's that old country money, but it's money.
Yeah. Like look at the difference, like Granger County and then Hancock County. Like this only has like what they got, like
that's small.
A couple rifles, a couple automatic pistols.
And those are probably, I hate to say it, but those are probably all white towns where they don't really give a fuck. You become a police officer, like I said, just because shit, your pops or your grandpops was a famous police officer in this small town.
Yeah, this is nuts. Like 2/10 for freaking 4,100 a piece. Are you kidding me? Like it's crazy because like the guns are on the cheapest end of the thing, you know? Like you can't 38 special revolvers what? Like,
Yeah.
who
But
uses
some of them
that?
could make sense though, Jim, because like I said, some of them are coming from ex-military, and they don't need them anymore.
Yes, they probably have these shits like discounted or
Yeah,
something.
I mean, really, because they really want to give them away, but they have programs set up to where the police departments can buy them. So they're pretty much giving them away. It's like, hey, we can't do anything with these guns. Here, take them off our hands, but give us a little something. Shit. Tactical.
Right?
Where we at now? Which county is
This
it?
is Humphreys County. This was one of the larger ones,
Yeah,
almost two
Humphreys.
and a half million. Tactical concealed video system, thermal imaging system, cargo trucks, like reflex sights.
And I have to put race.
Isn't that a gun scope? Like, is a reflex sight
That's
like a
what it looks
gun?
like. I would like to put this in perspective to see what's the black population in these towns that got a lot of money.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to see. Like, if you notice, like
Yeah.
some of these counties or
Humphreys
things like
County, Humphreys County, I don't know. See, the only thing I know about a lot of these small counties is like when I coach youth baseball and we have a state tournament, then I start finding out like I can kind of get the, and it's baseball, so you're not gonna find a lot of black kids playing baseball. But I always notice, okay, that team has 2 black kids. Oh shit, that team over there has how many kids on the baseball team? Fucking 13. So I may look over and say, oh, that team has 4 black kids. It may
7 million. Holy shit. Yeah. So
Loudoun.
what's Loudoun County?
I have no idea. I don't know if that's East Tennessee
Loudoun.
or what.
That's one of the biggest ones I've seen so far. 5 million on,
Common equipment. Oh, community. What's that?
I don't know,
Community.
Psalms.
Community equipment.
I'm gonna see if anything comes up. Psy-op equipment systems, Psy Warrior, satellite communications like the Psalms B. That's like satellite shit.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Psychological operations or PSYOPs are planned operations to convey selected information and indicators to audiences to influence their emotions, motives, objective reasoning, and ultimately behavior of organizations, groups, and individuals. Used in all aspects of war, it's a weapon whose effectiveness is limited only by ingenuity of the commander using it.
Oh shit.
What? Psychological fucking operations? Ah, man. Like, I feel like this is
That's
a
a
rabbit
wild
hole.
one, right?
This is a rabbit hole is deep, man.
Wow, shit.
And this is
Yo.
probably like what they're doing to program, like it's all these like psyop shits, and they're using these psychological things to program these goddamn police officers to do the shit that they do. You know, like I have a feeling this is way bigger than.
Okay.
Yeah, now I'm interested in psyops. What is this? Psyops. Like what? Let me see if I could share the screen. PsyWarrior.com.
I can't move it. How do I move it?
Let me
Move
see.
this map.
Oh, I gotta share that part. 1 second.
I'm horrible with this map. I want to move this map. I want to see where the fuck is this Loudoun County. Now I'm interested. The fuck? Okay. I gotta hold it like that. Let's go back. We finna find it now. Hold on, Jen. Are you trying to share something? Yep. Hold on.
I was just looking at this PSYOP equipment systems thing. This is weird.
Let me know when you want me to share your screen.
No, do your thing. Yeah. It's just like a bunch of words, really.
I don't know. It's weird because it's like it's not far from me, but it's far enough if you wanted to disappear and set up. You know what I mean, Jen?
Mm.
You wanted to move around and set up some shit. It's like it's kind of like in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that's nuts, man. Like,
Hey, that is.
I don't. Defibrillator, multi-fuel motorcycle, life preservers, field packs, cardioscope. This is like that's a hospital thingy. A safe, 2 safes for $1,000. Photographic projection equipment.
It's mountain. It's mountainous too. It's in the mountains. Let me share my screen so we ain't just talking, Jen.
Yeah. Oh, you're looking up that county, yeah?
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I wanna know what the
That's one of the biggest ones I've seen. And I looked
know,
at
right?
like my state, like what are they doing out there? Like, why does that
So it's like
if it's country and mountains and what the fuck they need $7 million worth of damn military equipment for?
so it would technically be about right here, family. And look at that. Y'all see that? Like those are all mountains. It's a mountain.
You don't even got there's
Yeah,
a highway.
we're close to the Smoky Mountains. Yeah, it's a little highway in there, but yeah, the shit is the mountains. All this is mountainous areas.
Yeah, there's some weird shit going on, man.
Yeah. So it's there in the mountains. As you can see, that's the Great Smoky Mountains. Yeah, all of this is mountainous area over here. I'm over here. So that's what I'm saying. It's like it's not too far away. And then you have Knoxville. Knoxville is one of the bigger cities.
Let's see what Knoxville like. What?
Yeah, go to yours. But yeah, Knoxville is one of the bigger cities. You have Knoxville, Memphis.
They don't got shit for Knoxville. Less 230.
Not
600,000.
You have to remember. No. Go to Knox County because our sheriff departments, right? Once you get into those,
helicopters.
Yeah, you have to think
parachutes.
Jen, the sheriff's departments are the heads. If you really look at a lot of those that gets the bigger money is sheriff department.
Oh yeah, like stadies, right? Like state cops and whatnot.
It's yeah, exactly, right? You know how yeah, because that's what you would have, right? We don't have really state cops like that. That would be the equivalent of it. You have Knox County, and then you have Knox County, and then you have the Knoxville Police Department, but Knox County Sheriff's Department. But the Knox County Sheriff's Department does majority. It's the big brother.
Okay.
I should do more research on how that works. Nashville now, in Nashville, the police department have more authority than the sheriff's department. But I noticed when you start getting to these other towns and cities, and their sheriff department is the big brother, and the police department is just kind of there. I don't know if down in the counties, because like even when I go to these, I don't know, it's weird. So I don't. It's hard to explain it, but just say like if I'm in a city that's called Nolensville, but that city is inside of Rutherford County. Rutherford County has the more jurisdiction than that city. It's like in some places the county takes precedent, in some places the city takes precedent. It's weird. Weird. I don't know. It's weird because I know here in Nashville, a lot of people who work for the it's called Davidson County Sheriff's Department. They mainly work the jails and serve warrants. They're not patrolling the streets. But then once you get into other places, the sheriff's office is patrolling the streets. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
Mine detecting set. But check this out. Yeah. So look at Knox County Sheriff Department, right? They spent $80,000 on 195 5.56 millimeter rifles. So check this out, right? I Googled what that is because I don't really know guns. Yo, look at them shits. They got 108. How much did I just say? 185
Yeah.
of them.
That's weird, man. I'm telling you. And you know
That's
what? And then you know what, Jen, it's a trickle down effect, right? We always have to go back to the militarization of these police departments. We also have to think about the civilians, because when these police departments are done with that gun is going. These counties have big boy gun shows.
Mm.
Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see the trickle
Oh
down
yeah,
effect?
yeah,
So
yeah.
now these guns can go from the military to the police department, down from the police department to citizens and civilians. And these are majority racist areas. Known
Right.
racist areas like KKK. Like you probably could Google KKK in Knox County, and that's gonna be a hell of a number.
Fuck, man. But like, aren't these kind of weapons not? We can't have these for civilians, right? There's
Man,
another one too.
so who's gonna tell you if you live in a part of America where you know
Yeah, there ain't
all
no
of
damn buddy.
you know the mayor, your family personally knows the mayor, everyone knows the police officer. Like who's gonna take it? I'm gonna be honest with you, Jen, who's gonna take it from you unless you go commit a crime and really get caught?
Yeah, fuck.
Man, that's just like saying a convicted felon has an illegal gun. Like no one, come on, man. Illegal felons are going to have guns. It's the guns. People are gonna have them. They're gonna get their hands on those because if you go to a gun show and you have a couple $1,000s in your pocket and you see that gun, oh, you want that? What is that? A rotary.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm like actuator, electromechanical rotary. Let's see what this is. Linear rotor.
I
I don't know. I
That
don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, they move.
Some kind of motor.
That electronic ID, right? What was that at the bottom? Go scroll up a little bit. That last bullet point. Electric I/O interfaces.
Communication something.
Okay. Scroll up just a little bit.
Two-wire rotary.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Knee replacement therapy equipment, premium aircraft seating, medical imaging, and some.
This is crazy, dude.
Like what? What the fuck is this?
How you found that?
Like what? What is electromechanical actuators? Actuators where the control knob or handle has been placed by electric motor. Rotary motion of the motor is converted into. Like, what are they doing? This type of shit makes me like they're doing shit. Like they're doing crazy shit, man.
They buying shit, man. But then you also have to think though. Like I was just kind of showing you about this guy Dave Grossman that I really based the show on. He has some salesmen in him. You understand what I'm saying? Like we don't know about these underground training courses because I work a little bullshit job, but I probably go to about 5 training courses a day where people are pretty much giving me their ideologies, and then at the end of the training course, they're trying to sell something.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to think, like, imagine how many people from New York, up your way, Jen. Everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody up your way is fucking salesmen. So these officers from Connecticut that comes to Nashville and put on a good fucking 40-minute lecture and then say, look, these are the products we have, and they do this, and this. And these police departments are like, fuck it, let's get it. Let's buy it. Why not buy it?
Right. Fuck, man. Like
excluder sleeve ass. My image brain sees that.
That's sleeve asshole. But this is nuts, man. Like I don't know.
Wow.
Sites, like all kinds of stuff. Like they're doing stuff that we have no idea about. And like when they say like defund the police, if it means bringing millions and millions of dollars, then fucking defund them bitches, man. Fucking defund them.
This is dope. Let's
I'm all
go
about it.
more big
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go to some more big ones. I want to see mine, but then I want you to keep that thought in mind, right? Because I think one of the things that what's his name, Garcetti in the Los Angeles Police Department, or the mayor of Los Angeles, he said he's going to defund the police by $10 million. So we got to make sure we go to Los Angeles, but I do want to see Nashville first.
Oh, Nashville. Okay.
Yeah. I want to see Nashville. I want to see Nashville. Okay, we can't do this show without showing my city. Got to see we got to see the bullshit they spending. I'm gonna have to clip this part of the video and make it a whole nother one.
Nashville Airport Police. What's that?
The regular ones.
New Johnson. Is it going by county? Like your whole county, maybe?
Try Davidson, but it should.
Davis County.
Davidson, but it
Davidson. Yeah, Dandridge.
Oh no, Metro. See if you see a Metro.
Metro Nashville.
There we go. Almost a meal. That's bullshit.
Yeah, right. 5 helicopters.
Helicopters.
What? Like so cheap? Are you kidding me? Oh my God! Telescopes, night visions, armored trucks, bridge erection, import engine, and them guns. They got mad at them guns too.
Guns, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to see that.
Still not as much as out in the mountains though. So what's that
about?
I
know. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. And like I said, the sheriff, I don't even know if they have like a sheriff, because we didn't see anything on Davidson. So they didn't even say anything about the sheriff departments.
Yeah, Polk County Sheriff, Putnam County Sheriff, Rowan County Sheriff.
Yeah. Those are sundown towns. They go Shelbyville. That's Memphis. Yeah, click on that one. Line resistant. Damn it. Yeah, that's Memphis. That could tell a lot too, but those numbers probably aren't right. Those numbers aren't right though. But Memphis is one of those majority black spots. There's Memphis. Oh, that's airport. Memphis Police Department. They still think. I don't understand that. It's like the bigger ones aren't getting the money. That's weird.
Yeah, it is. I wonder why that is.
That's weird.
Yeah, because you would think that like the inner city ones would have more.
They're more populated.
Right.
If you're gonna break it down by numbers, and the most populated, like those, they should get the money. But it seems like I don't know. That's why I don't know if I don't know. Is it the most populated? Is it the taxpayers? I don't know. It's just weird to me. But the ones that stick out is like, yeah, those places got a lot of money, but a lot of those residents are affluent though. Like they're doing nice. It may be what people consider country nice, but like they have acres and capital and assets. Like they got shit.
I wonder how that's like. Yeah, I wonder how it's allocated. That's weird.
Yeah.
All right, let's check out. I just want to go through New York real quick, and it looks like like all these. Like Mount Vernon is low. New York City is mad low. What the fuck is that?
They could be hiding that shit too, Jan.
Yeah, they probably are. Night vision sights, armored trucks, carrier. What is that?
The mortar. Look at that
What?
up. That shoots a what you call it, right? Or it shoot mortars. Mortars are like big rockets, right?
Bro.
Yeah. That's shooting a mortar.
Oh,
that's a mortar.
it's a tank.
Yeah. Oh, that's the carrier, right? Oh, yeah, that's the tank. That's the tank.
Whoa, they got tanks. Holy shit. Yeah, that's a mortar carrier right there. Holy shit. See, and like when people are like, with the amount of guns that are in the public, you guys could fuck shit up, but how can we fuck shit up with this when they got that?
yeah.
Like people got handguns and people got pistols and whatnot, but what are we gonna do against those automatic things?
You have to figure it out, man.
With a damn tank.
You have to figure it out. You got to figure out the I don't know, man. Do what people say. You have to read the 48 laws of power. You have to think. You have to figure out overcome the physical war. Cause it's wild, man. I'm telling you, they are militarized. It's the military.
Mm-hmm.
The military. Who wants to fight against the military?
That's what I'm saying. Like, how could you? I don't see even shit for the city, really. State police is the biggest one. Airplane, cargo transport. Jesus. Image intensifier, night visions, and survival vests.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, man.
Crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
Go
to do me a favor, Jen. Go to California.
All right.
Yeah, I want to see this Los Angeles Police Department because, like I said, they would
Alameda County, LA. We'll see if they have.
They were defunded $10 million, but
they were over there.
That's what
the
mayor came out and kind of said, "Oh yeah, click that."
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Yeah,
FBI. Oh, San Diego.
Okay.
Let's check the highway. Robot explosive ordnance disposal.
You should see what that is. What is ordnance disposal? What is
MK3? That sounds like some.
Oh shit!
That sounds like some Scarface shit.
You're gonna get this video a strike and a knock at my door, man. Oh, that's what they killed. That's what they killed Michael Johnson with. I bet Dallas got this. Michael Johnson was killed in Dallas. I bet Dallas has this same thing. It may not.
With Dallas, with one of these.
I don't know what they did, but it was a robot that went in there. He killed some police officers and barricaded himself in a building, and they sent the robot in there to kill him.
Oh, this one of the bomb diffuser guy.
You see that? Damn, they had one with the damn with the camera where you can see it. The robot has a camera on it, right? It's a video.
Yeah.
It's a video.
Yeah. Holy shit. MK3. That's a knife? Huh?
They bought two of man. Hell no. Hell no.
Are you kidding me?
Hell no.
Fucking $354,000.
Hell no.
Two knives, bro.
No, that's a code. They're on code. They're not buying that damn knife. That knife shoots a bullet or something.
They're taking the fucking piss right now.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
Yeah, something ain't right about that.
For a knife?
Oh, fuck.
That shit must do some crazy shit.
That's what I said. It's an electric knife. It's the golden knife. Like Gary, I can just
Oh
stab
my
you.
God.
I can stab you in the finger and you die. It must
I
be the
feel like a lifesaver or something. Just whip it.
it has to be.
What the fuck? Lightweight blower. Huh? Hazardous material identification. Explosive ordnance disposal toolkit. Telescope non-inverting infrared. What? Reflectometer. What the fuck? X-ray telescope segways.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah, man. Body armor outfit, explosive ordnance disposal. Non-rechargeable batteries for $10,000. What? Look at this.
What's that?
2 flashlights for $7,400.
They got the magic weapons. Bro. I'm convinced.
What
They
the
have magic. They're buying magic products. They have to be, man. They have.
motherfucker said a treadmill for $4,800.
Yeah, they like bullshit.
Yeah, this is such
They did.
bullshit.
It's somebody breaking down numbers. Like, hey, we have this much.
Yeah.
Write it down. But I spoke with a guy who said they have to do that.
Did you?
Yeah, well, not with the police department. He was telling me about. I think I think it happened nationwide, but I know it happened in Tennessee, and it's Tennessee. So they did like the Blue Angels. The Blue Angels plane. I don't know. I guess they're an army plane, military plane, or something. But they did like a exhibition around Tennessee. Well, no, around a lot of states. Let me be honest, around a lot of states, and it was weird because I didn't know anything about it. But when I was at work, I was trying to do my job, and this white couple was like, "Yeah, you can do your job, but you got to kind of work around us. We're gonna sit on the porch for we're gonna sit on the porch because the Blue Angels, they're gonna fly over in 5 minutes." And I was like, what the fuck is the Blue Angels? But so it's like a military group. It was 3 airplanes. I actually saw it. It was 3 military airplanes, and they rolled around. They flew above the state, and they did they
do like twirls and shit
yeah,
and
they did
smoke trails and whatnot.
it was mainly smoke trails, but they did maybe one trick and then got out of here because they got so far away from me, I didn't even see the trick. So it was only smoke trails, but people were, come on, Jen, you know how American people are. So people were sitting out, and I was like, what the fuck is this? It's the Blue Angels. All right, so to make a long story short, I spoke this white guy was telling me about the Blue Angels. He was like, yeah, man, I watched it. I recorded it. I was fascinated. I was like, why? He was like, well, shit, because my father is a military guy. So we used to watch the Blue Angels every year. Every time they would fly by, we would watch them. You know what I'm saying? Like, we would watch them. So now he started telling me his dad was the accountant. His dad was the accountant for a military base. So he was telling me how the government gives them a certain amount of money every year, and they have to spend it, or they have to,
or they don't get it next year or something.
And he told me, Jen, he said if they don't spend it, then when they start cutting the budgets, they're going to look at them like, oh, we gave you guys $30 million this year and you only spent $2 million. So from now on, we're only going to give you $2 million. So he said what they do is make sure they spend it. And like you said, he said sometimes we had to buy 500 flashlights.
Holy shit. Yeah. Wow, LA County Sheriff is the highest one, 14 mil.
So if they take 10 a year, they only have 4
Yeah.
million a year. I think that's
Okay.
good because they're stacked up. They have that fucking MK3. Hey, that MK3, that shit must be important.
The knife?
That knife must have, well, how many they buy for?
Four.
That's a code word for something, Jen. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
We're not
I
buying
don't.
4 knives, man. We're not believing that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I'm not.
Like, what is so? Yeah. All right. So, what is so big about this fucking knife? Ontario. That's Mark III knife. Stainless steel, sawtooth back, black eye, blah blah blah. It's fucking plastic. Ew. Plastic handle and sheath for goddamn.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
I
crazy.
gotta do the math on that shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Let's see, 709, 788 divided by 4. So $177,447 for a knife.
That's crazy. That's some bullshit.
I'll try to Google shop one.
That's bullshit. I think that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
Shopping.
You can't buy it, can you?
Nah.
No, you can't buy that shit.
Container.
That's not what it is, man.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
See,
not a
this looks like
fucking
a container.
Yeah, that's
U.S.
not
container. What is that? Great condition. Smoke and
And with that picture, that knife doesn't fit in that container, right? Am I tripping?
no, this is U.S. Navy signal container MK3 MOD. Signal, smoke, and illumination.
You said what?
Smoke signals. Fucking smoke
That's
signals.
some other shit. I know it is. That's some other shit.
Yeah, it's just.
Well, it says knives. It does say knives right there, but that can't be. They can't be spending that much on knives.
No. Although on eBay you can see them for $75 or more. It shouldn't cost more than 50 or so in good condition.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, man. Yeah.
These are not hard to find.
This is both. What site is this, Jen? What the hell site is this, man? The other
This
one.
is
No, where you get the breakdown.
So these are reports taken from the U.S. Department of Defense's 1033 program. So this is what they make public, and this site.
Yeah. They don't give. Man, no. It's an unwritten. Rule. It's an unwritten rule. You just tell that bullshit. You just tell them.
Yeah. So this website.
And this is a demilitarization. Yeah. It's a bias. Number one, it's a biased site, so they know that we're just gonna give these bias. We're gonna give the public some bullshit because we know. If they really, go ahead.
Yeah. So this campaign zero is this is a campaign to end police violence in America. This is a private thing started by two men. So what they did was they posed these as possible solutions for policy solutions, so they can end the broken windows policing, community oversight, limit use of force, community representation, independently investigate and prosecute, and demilitarization is on this. And for-profit policing, training, body cams, blah blah blah. So I mean, this is a good.
I like that though. Those 10 points are the reason. And then I was harping on training tonight, Jen. If you go to number 7, number 7 is what this whole show was about, family. Training.
Right.
Then you said Richmond. You see that Richmond? What that picture say? Richmond stands with Ferguson. I told y'all Dave Grossman, he has an upcoming lecture and training program in Richmond this year, 2020. So if you don't know about Dave Grossman, rewind it. Watch this tomorrow. We broke Dave Grossman down. He is the guy who trains cops to be killers, to be soldiers, and to always respect. No, not respect. Always fear the enemy. But yeah.
They spend 58 hours learning how to shoot firearms and only 8 hours learning how to de-escalate situations.
Yes.
So yeah, so then these are their like policy, like projected like policy solutions and whatnot. And you could send in you can send into this website, you know, you could propose things to them, and I don't know, I was just trying.
I love it. I love it. I wish I would have had this because, like I said, at the end of the day, Jen, we're tying it all in. It's time. You go back to the 10 aspects that website had.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's go back to that. But yeah, I was speaking about number 7, the training.
Yeah.
The training. We always want to know. People want to know. And Jen came in breaking down the money. So we want, like I said earlier, we say this is systemic, but let's start really digging into that into the system.
Right.
It's training, it's funding, it's the military, it's the militarization of these police departments, because like I said earlier, these police officers, these police departments, they get old military weapons at a discount. Why wouldn't you? If you think about it, Jen, it's logic. If you think about it logically, why wouldn't you sell those weapons to somebody who could use them?
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Especially if they're like, or quote unquote, banned for civilian use.
Yeah,
you know, which
exactly. I can't sell what did we see? The robot joint? Like I can't, of course I can't sell the robot joint to you, but
a tank.
If I use a tank in Iraq for 4 years, and now they've invented a bigger and better, or smaller and better tank, then I have no use for this tank anymore. I'll sell it to you. I'll put it on the market, and I can get. Imagine how many police departments would would bid on that, even if you just put it up for an auction, right? I said earlier, you're really giving them away, but you're not giving them away. You would have fucking New York, California, Illinois, Tennessee, everybody bidding on that fucking tank, especially after what we just been watching with these protests.
Yeah, because they're gonna start getting crazy now. You know, it's only gonna bring more police.
That's it.
I don't know. Like, I hope something comes out of all this, man. Like, I really do.
Well, I always say, Jen, I am willing to fight for people who want to stay here in America, but I don't know if Black people are ever going to be liberated here in this country. That's me personally. So I always prepare myself to leave if I have to. And I'm not saying Africa. People always say that. I'm saying whatever place has the least amount of oppression is where I prefer to live. That's it. Because I know oppression and supremacy is global. So what I want to do is live somewhere that has the least amount of it. That's just me. But I'm not going to be defeated. If my brothers and sisters are fighting to stay here, I'm gonna fight with them. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna fight with you. But the more that I see, it's not gonna work. It's not. I'm still preparing myself for it's not gonna work. I'm gonna fight with you, but I am preparing myself and my family for it's not going to work here.
Right.
That's just it. You feel me, Jen? Like,
yeah.
I'm never gonna give up on my people. Like if my people because all of my people are telling me, no, it can work here. We can do it here. And I'm like, okay, hey, I'm willing. What's the plan? But when you come and ask me what's my plan, hey man, let's get up out of here. And right now I'm working on I'm working on a plan to see where instead of just leaving here. And everybody's like, man, you go back to Africa. But I have to see if Africa is the spot. It may be South America. It may be this place. It may be that place. I don't know. I don't know right now. But I'm always
Costa Rica looks nice.
yeah, and I always say South America. Just that's me being selfish and want to be, in the tropics. That's me.
Yeah.
That's me being selfish, And I know a couple people who went to places like Brazil and different places, and yes, it's racism. They told me flat out, yes, it's racism. But
it's like, is there? I feel like it's such a human issue. Like, is there? Any racism? Like
you went out. You was muffled. You was muffled a little bit, Jen. What'd you say?
I said, do you think there's a place on this earth that doesn't exhibit any like racism?
I don't. Either way it go, even if it's racism, it may be classism, it's going to be some sort of discrimination. I honestly believe that, but take me to the place with the least amount of it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in a place where I could be pulled over and you put your knee on my neck for 8 minutes. Like if you just want to keep it in the simplest form, show me a place where a guy won't put his knee on my neck for 8 minutes until I die. So I know I'm setting the bar really low, but yes, that's a low bar for me. Okay, so you saying if I move to Costa Rica, they won't put their knee on my neck? Okay, what else? What else does Costa Rica have to offer? Like that's a low bar, but shit, that's where I'm at.
We have to almost like, how sad is that human life is a low bar.
That's it, man. You have to get me away from people. You have to get me away from people who are, I don't know, man. It's weird. It's weird, Jim, because a lot of time I find myself being divisive by race. And the shit is just divisive. It's really divisive, man. Like this whole show I did tonight was showing you how it's a guy who goes around every state of this country and pretty much brainwashes people and tells them, hey, listen, hey, we have to be divisive if you want to live. So yeah, Jen. I don't know, man.
So wrong, man.
It's America. It's America, Jen. Jen, you asked me a question the other day. You said, what can you do, right? So what can you do to help Black people, right?
Yeah.
And you be on these hangouts and these chats a lot, Jen. I would and I don't know if you do it or not, but I would implore you to take what people are saying off these YouTube streams and hangouts and all of that. And if you hear something that you like and you know that your people don't agree with that, just kind of try to talk to them. Just try to tell them like, yes, man, Black people don't like the police. This is why. Like, this is why. Like you have to. I think you have to reiterate it and let them know. Like, no, this is why. Like tell. You know what I'm saying? Like tell your people.
Yeah. No, definitely. And the thing is, though, is I'm rarely like my mom were talking and like she's on my page, like she's the same as me. Like, it's just I really don't, but obviously, like if I ever do, and it's somebody genuine, because you can't talk to someone who's not. If they already have their mind made up and whatnot, it's like you could try, but most of the time, they're gonna tell you to fuck off and whatnot. Like, definitely, if I'm ever in a position, that's I feel like I've done that my whole life. But what I would like to do, and see these 10 points here, I would like to do something with number 5. So community representation. Now, I've been looking up, and there are resources that people are not aware of, and I would like to bring these resources to light and try to teach people. I don't know if I can
You're
find someone
muffled. You're
with
muffled. You're muffled, Jen. You went muffled
fuck,
on.
man.
You said community representation, and then you went muffled.
Yeah, so there's resources out there that people are not aware of, that people can be using in situations like this. And if people, we have to hold police while we're in the situation that we're in, we have to hold the police accountable. So we cannot let them slam us on cars anymore. We cannot let them illegally search our cars anymore. You know what I'm saying? And there's things that we can, and there's lawyers out there who will take the case for no cost, low cost, no consultation for free. But we have to know that these resources are available, and there's community funded representation out there. Like I have some in my city. There's I'll post you something in the back chat. There's something called a bust card. If you let me see, I'll just Google it real quick. So these are things that like people don't know their rights, so they don't know that they have rights for like they don't know that they have rights, when what their rights are when they're getting pulled over, how police are treating you and all this stuff. Hold on, I have to find this thing.
I got you.
But like I feel like if we could bring awareness to these resources, like awareness, to things in our community that we can use or people can use. And I believe me, like I know it's hard. Like I've probably been in 2 situations where I could have won a lawsuit against the police. But the thing is that we know when they get to court, the courts are in their favor. The courts are, they're looking at them. They're like, we're the criminals always, even if they've done wrong, they falsify reports. We know this, right? But now this is the time where there's so much awareness to the situation, with everything that happened to George Floyd. I feel like lawyers, they're going to be trying to prove a point, right? So like we have a chance now, and I'm hoping that people have a chance now to really, hold these officers responsible. And a lot of people don't remember that when you've pulled over by the police, you have the right to remain silent.
Oh, okay. Is that on here? My bad, Jen. I took it off.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Like, it's just there's all different things, but you could look up your rights and your state. There's
Jen. I'm not gonna lie. Nah, I'm definitely not trying to go back and forth and make this a debate, but it's weird when you remain silent. You know what I mean? It's just it gets kind of weird. It does though, Jen. Like it's weird.
No, it is.
When a black man gets pulled over, and then now it becomes, don't you hear me talking to you? And I know you hear what I'm saying. You understand me, and it's just like.
But you have to say, I'm invoking my Miranda rights to an attorney on the scene, and I'm going to remain silent. If you need my identification, I will give that to you. But anything they question, you don't have to answer. And when you tell them you're going to call a lawyer, or you're calling your lawyer, or if you can't afford a lawyer, like be like, this person kind of knows what's up. You know? Like you're showing them that you have knowledge of your rights, they're not going to violate you. And they cannot stop you from recording. They cannot confiscate your phone. They cannot delete any pictures. They cannot touch your property. They cannot stop other people from recording the situation. Like there's a whole bunch of shit they can't do. But what if they know you don't know that? Like they're going to take advantage of you. But if people start speaking up, listen, I know my rights.
Yeah.
I can record you. I can do this. I can remain silent. You cannot search my car. You know, like I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Justice
weird.
Too born rich. Like
Weird. Yeah.
you know.
It's weird, sister. It's all good, Jen. I know. It gets weird. It does get weird, Jen. And you know what I'm saying? Without like I don't want to get into a deeper conversation because I learned a lot from you, Jen. Like I said, I think you've heard me say it before. I don't really speak or get to hear the mindset of a lot of white people. So, you know what I'm saying? I learn a lot from you. You know what I'm saying? 100. I do. I learn a lot from you. But a lot of times I also think that our situations are different. Like
no, and
we say,
I hear you.
Search my car. I can't record, and then now it becomes aggressive, and it's like,
I know.
oh, you recording me? Like they could be recording you. Like you could be recording the officer, and the officer could just yell out, "Put that gun down."
I know.
You know what I mean? Like what? I don't have.
Believe me, like I know. I completely know, and but like I.
But I know you're looking for solutions.
Know what else? That's it. Like I know.
Yeah, I know. Like you're looking for solutions. You know it's fucked up, and you're looking for solutions. And you know, like I said, man, people can go to previous streams and see that me and Jen chop it up a lot. And I know, I know you're genuinely trying to help. You feel me? I know that.
Yeah.
You're genuinely interested in how can we stop this? You feel me? And I spoke earlier, like I don't think we're going to stop it here in America, but I'm not giving up. I'm a guy who always loves solutions, and if I think it's a good idea, I'm gonna rock with it. If I think it's bullshit, I'm not gonna do it. And I always say this. When I say that, I'm talking about voting a lot of the times. You're gonna when people say we can vote our way out of it. No, you're not gonna vote your way out of it. I have to see that to believe it. I have to see that candidate that says, "Man, we're putting in stricter laws for the police." Then I'll be like, "Oh shit, maybe we should vote for him." But when I'm not seeing that, I'm not seeing that. But let's get back. Let's go ahead and get back, man. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. What did I say? I want to wrap it. Oh, I want to wrap it up with this, Jen. Let me show his face first, right? Just so I make sure when I go back and edit this is gonna look good. And for the people who just not pulling up, shit. If you just not pulling up, I know it's early morning in the UK and it's late night in the US. But if you just pulling up, listen, man, you see in the title. I put this guy's name in the title, Lieutenant Colonel Dave Grossman. Let's make sure we look at this guy. Like I said, I'm gonna recap it. This guy, he's going around to different police departments in America and globally, and he's teaching these police departments and these young recruits and these old officers. He's just teaching the police departments as a whole how to become trained killers. And me and Jen, we went through the budget and the equipment that these guys are buying. You cannot have people who's not mentally ready to use this equipment. You can't have them operating their equipment. So if you guys really listen to this show tonight, just think about the equipment that Jen was looking up. And then this guy comes behind that. After the purchase of the equipment, this guy comes behind and puts a military mindset behind the operators of that equipment. So you can't work a fucking police robot that's trained to kill if you're not mentally ready to kill. And this is what this guy comes and teaches, Dave Grossman. This is what he teaches. And then let me stop. And I also want to say this because I've been harping on this all night. Like I said, he goes around to these different police departments, and he does a lecture. He does a few lectures, and he's really putting them in the mind frame of a bulletproof warrior. And this right here, what I'm showing right here, this is a copy. I'm gonna put this in the chat so you guys can look it up yourself. But this is a copy of his bulletproof warrior training manual. And this is what I was saying earlier, Jen, when I said he includes Bible verses, right? So we know that the KKK say they're Christians. They go to that Bible. We've already said Donald Trump. He's horrible at it, but he goes to that Bible.
Standing there with the Bible after freaking tear gassing the people. What the fuck, man?
And
Fuck
you
up.
see what I'm saying? So this guy, so this is in his manual. It says, "Thou shalt not kill." ? In Exodus 20:13, "Thou shalt not murder." You see what this officer writes? Because this was said in a lecture. It had to be said in a lecture because this guy wrote it. Only King James versions say it. I need to go do my research. I wish I had Chemo or one of my Israelite brothers on here. Exodus 20:13 in the King James Bible say, "Thou shalt not murder." I don't know.
I got one.
I have to look that up. Matthew 19:18, Jesus said, "Thou shalt do no murder." Yeah, King James Version, Exodus 20:13. And he uses quotes like, "The Lord gave victory to David. David killed his tens of thousands." So he's saying kill. Trouble started when David murdered Uriah.
King James Version says, "Thou shalt not kill."
Oh, okay. So this says murder.
I never heard "Thou shalt not murder." I never heard that in any Bible that I wrote. It was always "Thou shalt not kill" in Catholic or AME Zion.
I want to read this.
Like, it's okay to kill.
Yeah, let's read this note if I can get through it. You are not prepared to pay. No, you are not prepared to play by the rules.
Get out.
Get out of our game. Oh shit. You're not prepared to play by the rules. Get out of our game. You know what that sounds like, Jen? That sounds like when we say, why do the cops just watch that? And why the cops don't turn in why the good cops don't turn in the bad cops?
Because they're all playing the same game.
And if you're not prepared, get out of our game.
Well, cannot break one of the oldest vows you've made, justice for all. Whether is vengeance or I can't read that word. I think you are trying to accomplish vengeance or whatever you think you're trying to accomplish, it's not worth it. Whether wait, what? That's weird.
That's weird, ain't it? All right, let's go to this though. Always preparing for the reality. The will to survive is instinctive. The ability to survive is learned. Okay. Unfortunately, the will to survive is all too often trained out of the psyches of our police officers.
Trained out?
Yeah, the will to survive.
Oh.
He's saying the ability to survive is learned.
Hmm.
I think this picture is kind of funny. That's it. That's how he wants you to see yourself.
See that? But look at that. Just think of like that image right there, right?
Yeah.
It's like when cops put that badge on and they get that
Uh-huh.
gun on, that's what they see in the mirror.
And you know what people laugh at? People laugh at black people when black people say, put that gun down, take that badge off, and fight me one-on-one. Or they say,
Yeah.
you're not as tough. You're not as tough. No, you're only tough because you have that badge on. You see
Yeah,
what
of
I'm saying?
course. Yeah.
And people laugh at black people when we say that, but this is
Why?
why.
It's true.
That's why we say
They're
that.
literally training them to do that.
Mm-hmm. That's it, for real.
That picture says 1,000 fucking words, man.
That's it. And that's what he's telling you. That's how he's telling you to see yourself.
In the vast majority of cases, before people attack us, what do? They warn or provide indicators. I'm in
This
fear
is
for
what
my
he
life.
showed a video. He showed a video. I know I can't show that video, but I was sent this video by a person. This deputy Dinkheller. He got murdered. He got murdered on the job, and it's a propaganda video. And I ain't gonna lie, Jen. The video shows that this officer tried to, do the right thing and be a right officer, but the shit came out. The guy that killed that officer was mentally ill, and he was a Vietnam veteran and all of that shit. And he killed the officer. I saw the video. And I know I can't show it on here because they'll strike.
This is on that killology.com. That's on
No,
all this on there.
look up this one, Jen. Video. Look up Deputy Dinkheller. I'm in fear of my life. Look up Deputy Dinkheller. That's gonna take you down a whole nother wormhole. But this guy uses this, right?
Documentary. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, no, this is an officer that was murdered on the job. So he uses this as his propaganda videos, right? Just think if you have a room full of 600 officers and we just went through, what page are we on? What page are we on? This is 20. So he's went through fucking 15 pages. There's no telling. He's probably an hour, 2 hours into his lecture. And when you realize the people you're talking to, they're getting restless, they're getting tired, then you show them a shocking video. You show him a shocking video of an officer being murdered, and then he comes back after he shows their videos and tell the officer he was murdered because he froze, he panicked. You see what I'm saying? All the shit he's been teaching. Yeah, he's telling them, hey, listen, this is
programming them.
Yeah, it's all propaganda. He's telling you, listen, if you don't listen to the shit that I'm telling you in this lecture, this can be you. If I'm honest, Jen, it's brilliant. When you're trying to get propaganda across, it's sick propaganda and it's a sick message. But if you're trying to get that across, then come on, man. And then this officer is still taking notes. What is this, Jen? If you can read it.
Videos of
shots.
Shots or shoots with many bullets fired after suspect is motionless.
That's the video he showed. That's what he shot. Videos of shots with many
bullets fired after suspect is motionless. Cop's mind can immediately process fact that suspect's state has changed. Oh, suspects. Wait, cop's mind is that can or cannot? Cannot immediately process
the fact
that suspect's state has changed. You think this guy was serious? Image of bullet damage badge. badge. We know what
Yeah.
they are trying to do, kill a cop.
Mm-hmm.
So why expect us to act differently?
Mm.
They, criminals, start this encounters, but they ask us to play by rules? What?
You see that, Jen? This is what I wanted to get into.
Whoa, fucking hell. Wow.
I
If you're
like it.
not a part of the
Go ahead,
weird.
Jen. Start again. Start again. My bad.
No, I was trying to read that bottom force science. If you're not a part of force science org, you are crackhead? Crack? I don't know what that means. Oh, wow. They start these
Crack.
encounters, but they ask us to play by the rules?
The body will not go where the mind hasn't been. See, that's what I'm saying. He's saying proper preparation.
The invisible gorilla.
Gorilla. Getting stuck here means you freeze. Like, look at the notes he's taking. This is what I want to see. This is how you know when your training is effective.
Oh my god. Look at the picture. Look at the picture. Police a cat. Oh, it's just like beating a freaking person with a stick.
And he says, evaluation, processing, stop, looking, listen. Getting stuck here means you freeze. And that's what they're saying. Freeze. Like I said earlier, Jen, he's teaching cops, if you freeze, you die. Right? Like we say, I know a lot of people in the black community say comply or die. He flips it around and say, hey, if you freeze, you'll die, officer. You're free. Instinct versus training. Under stress in a crisis, you will instinctively revert to the way that you have trained. Mm-hmm. Practice more and don't hesitate on overwhelm slide. What is that? Overwhelm slide?
Overhead, I think. On overheads.
Overhead slide. Don't hesitate. Practice more. Younger and better shape, been in more gunfights, and I don't know, War Science Institute. Oh, our
adversaries.
Oh. So he's saying this is what your adversaries look like. They're younger and in better shape. They've been in more gunfights and violent encounters. They practice more and don't hesitate.
Wow.
Oh. That's crazy.
Complacency. Life's benign experiences suppress our natural survival instincts. An attack on you is a violent act. What is the only way to overcome the violence? Are you prepared? Statement on overhead PowerPoint. Okay, overhead PowerPoint. Absence to violence, something exposure to violence creates a false sense of serenity. Oh, so like you're not exposed to
That's
violence enough, so you get soft. Security. Oh, okay. Sorry. Security. It's hard to read his writing.
I know, right? But hey, we got four eyes is better than two. I was butchering it. And then they showing videos, and he said good shoots. I wish I knew what a good shoot. A good shoot must be a cop killing somebody.
Good
videos. Cops. Oh, this is something I've been hearing lately too.
Shooting at
Cops
cars, driving away.
Driving away. What's your thought? Of course I know. I should ask someone. I wish I knew someone in law enforcement, because that's something that I did hear a guy on some podcast I was listening to, Jen, said that that's the way that they're attacking it. They are attacking the policies, like the choking maneuvers that's not outlawed by every police department. They're trying to take those away from them. You feel me? Like that kneeling technique that officer did on George Floyd. They're trying to eliminate that. Shooting at cars driving away is crazy, Jen.
Yeah, that's fucking. It's
Like,
pointless.
I don't even know. Oh my gosh, I'm not a statistic guy, but I don't think any state outlaws cops shooting at cars that's driving away.
Yeah.
If you think about that, Jen, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, any police officer that you encounter has the chance to shoot at your car while you're driving.
While you're driving away.
Right? So if I'm driving away, even if I'm fleeing, and you shoot me in the back of the head, do you know how many more people I could kill?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Cops, so he has a lot of videos, don't he, man? This officer took some thorough notes, Jen. That's too. But good shoots. Media, what is this? Media poisoning minds of public, saying it. I don't know.
Let's see. Poisoning minds of public, saying fuck. Yeah, I don't know. Criticize police leaders who disapprove. Criticize police leaders who disapprove. Too many variables to write policy on shooting at cars.
Oh. See, that's why I said these are detailed notes. He said good shoots. What the fuck is a good shoot?
Yeah, I'm trying to Google that right now. I
don't know, Jen. A good shoot may be, hey, bam, I shoot, kill him, and fuck, nobody got hurt in the process. The car rolled into the river, or maybe the car drove into a tree. I don't know. I don't know what good shoots. I don't know what that is. That's wild. And I can't read that one. Who said it was good shoot because he didn't obey the officer's command.
So they must have that must be a term they use, like, oh, it was a good shoot.
Yeah.
Like it that's sick, man. 38 shootings in 3 years and no officer were found to have done anything wrong. Glennon claims he's looked at these cases. They haven't been charged because they've done nothing wrong. Let's see, odmp.org. ODMP. I think this is like just like a term, because when I typed in good shoots, I got some weird like police story or something. Police shooting, lethal force, cop fired, West Virginia.
Where you see that at, Jan? That's something you.
No, I googled good shoots police, like I got like some article or something with 911 calls, and it's like a story or something. Like, I don't know, I put it in the side chat anyway. Unconscious, 99%. The unconscious autopilot dictates our actions, reactions, our behavior, and our communication style. We send messages, decipher and evaluate the messages sent by others, and determine another person's worth, intent, and value almost entirely on an unconscious level. Leakage, the tendency of true feelings, intent, attitudes, etc., to leak out through body language, linguistic behavior, and verbal communications.
He gets down, man.
This is like psychological shit.
It's a brainwashing.
Yeah.
Brainwashing. That's it. It's a brainwashing.
leaked pre-attack indicators. So you glance at the target, you lack of eye contact, minimal movement, hands drawing to the middle, scanning barriers, distance, space, stress, felony
Felony
stretch.
stretch. Oh my God. What they saying? Criminal stretch? Criminal. What is he saying, Jen?
I
Like
don't know.
criminals do a subconscious stretch just in the middle of a traffic stop, and now your antenna should go up. What the fuck? Asked an easy question, and then they say, huh? Verification, hesitation. All right, so that means you're hesitating to get your ID and shit like that. Repeats the question.
Yeah.
Silent. Hey.
Get my license. Yeah. See,
Ah,
silence.
that's
That's
wild.
fucked up.
Mhm.
Because it's our fucking right to be silent. But see, like that they're.
Didn't I tell you that earlier, Jen?
Yeah. No, I know.
You have the right to remain silent, but now you're an enemy combatant because you're silent.
To get fucked up if you exercise your right to be silent. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why this
See,
guy right here is dangerous, man.
why did they tell us one thing and they train us another thing? Yeah, it is.
It's all about
It
confusion.
really is.
It's all about confusion, man. It's just like, I don't know. Like Buddha came on earlier and he's like, well, how the fuck is it protest and it's the COVID? Like confusion. Confusion is always key.
Mm-hmm.
Confusion is always key. Yes, it's a deadly virus out there, but hey, everybody go protest. Now we'll see which one. What is it? Is it a virus or what we write by saying fuck it? But go ahead, Jen. I'm finna have to fix me a cup of ice, but let me get you read a little bit of this for me, please. I only need like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Notes. Oh, I got his notes.
All right. So say. I don't know what it says. It looks like, I don't want to say protesters, but prisoners maybe, or something, react totally on instinct. We, the cops, rely on training and cues. Video from something Texas, 2001, followed by statement. Cops freeze due to laws, lawsuits, policies, politics, which is not training. Pluralistic ignorance? No, I don't know what that word is. Copycat. Whole group copy stupidity of first officer who succumbs to hyper fight overreaction. Oh, so it's like saying the whole cops just follow the instinct of the first one. Yeah, which like happened with the guy. Like, that's so messed up. Police culture needs to focus more on stress response. So stress response.
Thank you so
I
much.
wonder what that word.
I'm
Yeah.
back. Oh, thank you so much.
So it's just saying like if the first cop freaks out and does like something or hyper fight or overreacts, like the
You
rest
have
of
to
the group
step
is
in.
gonna, yeah, like the group is gonna copy hit the stupidity of the first officer, so they're all gonna do the same thing. So like that guy was holding George Floyd down, the other ones just kind of did what he did. You know, they just started doing it too. Like they just like follow the stupidity of the first officer or whatever. So it's like, I don't know. It says police culture needs to focus more on stress response.
Yeah, he's saying more. Guess what he's saying. See, so you gotta think about that too, though. He was saying shit like that because he's still a salesman too, though. But this is
yeah.
taking these notes. But this is crazy that these officers taking these notes, right? Because next time, if you have a chance to sit in a training class that's not provided by your local police department, you can pay him $270 and you can show up. And he may bring a friend.
Yeah.
Like he's writing these notes to go to, because come on, Jen, you know how we operate. When we go hear messages that either confirm what we've been saying or new messages that kind of confirm what we've been saying, we're going to go tell somebody else. So it's only natural that he's going to go and invite another officer.
Yeah, or they're like, oh, we'll pay you to go and you can come back and tell us what you learned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Video, Minnesota State Patrol shooting. All right, what is this?
Some cities won't allow officers to attend Lifeline trainings. LA, Houston, suburb of something, Dallas,
and
others.
Yeah, he's been barred. He's been barred, and I can say that too, Jen. He's been barred since the murder of Philando Castile. He's been barred a lot of places, but you heard me earlier run down those cities that were listed that he's still going to attend in 2020 once the virus, whenever the virus is done. This is the body language.
Educate the conscious. Learn to educate both your conscious and unconscious systems in order for them to work in tandem. Identify consciously what you know unconsciously. Scanning, eye avoidance, 1,000-yard stare, rapid blinking, hand hiding or rubbing, nostril flare, face or neck touching. What is this felony stretch? I want to look this up. Meaning indexes, small utterances, hesitators, severe. So this is how they profile picture. So if you fucking look at a cop from 1,000 yards away and you flare your nostrils, he could say what you're threatening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Felony stretch. I'm gonna look this up.
Yeah. This is all of the. You know what these are? These are all of the. This is all of the body language of somebody who's fucking afraid of cops.
Right.
Because you know why?
Exactly.
You know why? You know why that person is scanning and not looking you in your eyes and staring at you from 1,000 yards away. Nobody's trying to attack you.
Yeah.
No, we're doing that because we just seen your compadre put his knee on a guy's neck for 8 minutes and he died. I have children. What do you think my 17-year-old is on social media? He saw that video. And then he sees the protest and the riots. You think he want to go shake an officer's hand right now? No. He's fucking he's spooked.
Fuck, man.
Come on, man. Shit crazy. He's fucking spooked.
Oh my God. Do you realize that this is just really like a stretch? It's when a stretch of the arms out to the side or over the head done by criminals, usually accompanied with a quick scan of the surrounding area. This is usually done once they know the gig is up and they're looking to take off on foot. As soon as a canine showed up to the traffic stop, I noticed the dipshit starting doing a felony stretch. Wow.
Oh,
So it's like
such thing as a felony stretch?
It's just a body language, like a body language.
Put that in the chat. Let me
Let me see. This is Urban Dictionary, so let me try to find a better but it's a thingy term. Like, let me see.
So it's like a police term. I've never heard it. It has to be discussed in police departments or FBI or law enforcement circles. I've never heard of federal. Who else would want to use that besides law enforcement? The key. Learn to
law firm. Oh my God. Holy shit. Where is this? I mean, I don't know. I can't really find like a
No,
solid, like credible thingy, but it's definitely on a couple different websites as just the action of like, you know, like you put your arms out and then you take off running. Like
it's funny. I hate to say it, G, but it's a thing.
that's fucked up.
Listen, man, what we finna
I
do?
never knew they had a damn word for that. Like,
But it's kind. I don't know. Like everybody doesn't do it, but I can probably say the cops or somebody saw it a few times and marked it something. But everybody's not stretching before they run. Getting out of there, and people just talk, but then they get the fuck out of there. If you're gonna run, you're gonna run. You know what I'm saying? I never ran from the cops, but I know people who ran. Like, I'm out of here. Like, out of here. Like,
not a really good runner.
yeah, like I'm about to fucking park my car and run across water to get away from you. Like, I know the terrain more than you know the terrain. For real. Like, if I park right here, run across this creek, you'll never find me. For real. For real, man. That's funny. The neighborhood I grew up in was right beside a creek that had a nice, I mean, not it was a nice sized creek. You know what I'm saying? With like what was it? 2.5, 3 foot, 3 feet of water and woods around it. Like, it was enough to make you uncomfortable. If you step in that water with all your clothes on, you're gonna be like, oh shit. I stepped in water. All right. So he said the eyes. The eyes, Jen, can you see this?
Yeah, good indicator for mood and intent. Average contact 2 to 3 seconds. Blinking every 2 to 6. Oh fuck! I have contacts. I blink like. I blink so much.
You're a criminal.
Yeah. Eye contact is between 60 and 70. Dishonesty, disinterest are less than 40. So, all right, if you're 60 or over, you're being honest. If you're bullshitting, it's less than 40%. I don't understand these barrier things though. Arm, leg.
Yeah.
I don't get that.
Clothes, covered eyes, pockets, other people's space, no matter how slight.
I don't get.
It's very. It's probably telling you how to hide. You feel me? Like when you're hiding something. Your arms, your legs can tell you. I don't know. I'm sure he broke it down. It's the whole lecture. You know what?
This is like,
You know,
body language.
The whole lecture.
Yeah.
If y'all if y'all still been rocking with me, let me post the whole lecture. Because it's a whole lecture on YouTube. Of course, I can't play it, but it's a whole lecture on YouTube.
That the dude did? The guy?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Oh shit.
Then he has another one that's 2 hours.
People pay $300 for that shit.
I know, right? He just runs around doing that. If I'm honest though, y'all, why wouldn't he? I know it's morally wrong, but why wouldn't he, man? He's on tour. He's on tour, pushing his narrative, and people are paying. Not only people, you have full-blown police departments that are paying for his services. Why would he stop? Why would he stop? When the officer killed Philando Castile, yes, that's bad for business, but you can't arrest him for it.
But that's the thing, like, we talk about fucking video games desensitizing people when they're literally training people to be desensitized.
So let me put this in the chat. So if man, y'all still rocking with us, man. Click that link. That's him. That's him. Get in that. Get into that bag. Go into that wormhole if you want to. I want into that worm. I salute to you, melanated. Yes, yes, sister. I like a little ice. You know what I mean? To put out that fire. You feel me? I gotta have balance. Too much fire going on, man. All right. What'd you say, Jen? I couldn't hear you.
Look at my last ice cube tray.
Oh, you got an ice cube tray.
Yeah, man, I don't got one of the fancy refrigerators.
Yeah. Man.
I got one plastic ice cube tray with no bucket. So
Yeah, I ain't trying to shit on you, man. I just
so you know when you twist it too much,
yeah,
it
you
just
break
wears
it.
out in the middle. So yeah, she wore it out. It broke it.
I'm gonna tell you this, Jen. We got the cheap ones, man. Well, maybe I may be too young to remember, but my mom's ice tray never broke. I think I grew up with them until my mom upgraded and got an ice maker. You feel me? But I grew up with fucking ice trays, but the thick joints.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause I used to buy when I had my other refrigerator. I used to buy the little plastic ones that last about 2 months, and then you gotta go buy another 5-pack for $2 or some shit.
Yeah. Two for dollar store.
Yeah, they last for a month. They last for a month, and then it's over. But yeah, like he's really focusing on body language, man. Right here. Like I said, let me put that in the chat one more time. If y'all want to go check out his manual, I think I've been on here enough. Oh shit. I never posted that. I'm gonna post that and did I already? I don't know. All right, and then I'm gonna post this one. So this is his manual, right? The Bulletproof Warrior manual. That's it. This is him. So we can go. Let me share his face one more time. So we let y'all know. Let y'all know the guy that we talking about. Lieutenant Colonel Dave Grossman, man. Watch out for him. We really should do some research and just kind of see his movements. Is he moving in your local jurisdiction? Has he been training in your local jurisdiction? And all of that. We need to see what this guy's doing, who he's training. He's trained the most police officers in America than anybody. He's held the most courses with the most amount of students and heads. Like he said himself, he can get 600 bodies in a room. And I've seen 600 bodies in a room that was talking about some bullshit. So I believe him. I believe him. You guys can look up killology.com. Y'all, you know, it's just people like this, man. Like I said earlier, Jen, people want to know. People always say it's systemic and it's the system that's doing this to us. And we need to know that this is part of the system. When you have your police chief and your mayor okaying this guy to come in and train the police officers that are here to protect and serve, then we know we got a problem. You know.
Yeah, it is. It is. There's no regard for human life.
So we know it's simple. We know it's simple. Let me go. I'm gonna get up out of here, family. But I want to end it. Let me end it with a little clip, little snippet. Just get a little piece of them, and then we'll roll. So yes, if you didn't hear the his sheep, wolves, and sheepdog concept, I spoke about that earlier in the video. I know it's a long video. Hopefully, I can chop it down, make it a little shorter. But I spoke about his sheep, wolves, and sheepdogs concept, and We're gonna watch a little piece of this, man. And I'm gone, y'all. Thank you so much, Jen. Thank you so much, sister.
Problem. Thank you.
Man, we'll link
Take
up.
care.
I hope this information was dope for everybody. Dope for you, Jen. I hope this
Yeah.
was something you can go. I don't know everything, but I do a little research and I can put the names out there and put the links out there, and we go search them, and hopefully we can attack the training part of it. You feel me? I don't want to like if we know this is a multi-layer problem, then we need people working on all layers. You know,
Right.
we need people working on the demilitarization. Damn, I always butcher that word, but we need
Demilitarization.
Fuck that word. But we know they're moving like the military, and we have to. You know what I'm saying? We have to figure out a way to stop them from moving like the military. We have to focus on the economy. Take the paper away from them. Change the training. You know, and what was the other one? Community representation.
Yeah, man. I think that's the one I really want to. I want to look into. You know, like that's the one I kind of want to help people with, because there are places and resources out there, and you know, whatever they're worth, it could be. If it helps a little bit, it helps a little bit. You know.
Man, I love it.
It might not have all the problems, or it might not have all the answers, but it might at least wake up somebody who didn't know they had any options, you know?
Yeah, that's it, Jen. And the beautiful thing is you want to do something, you know, you associate with people of different races and different ideologies, and you want to do something. Like you see it. You see it's the bullshit. You see it's some bullshit, and you want to do something, and I respect you for that, man. I do. I do. Only thing I can do is just tell you, I know you've heard from everybody in these last 2 weeks of what you can do, but you know, decipher through all of that shit. And I love what you did. You focused on community representation. So however you decipher that, you take that, put that in your head and in your heart, and then you go and make that happen. And I love it. Because we need people fighting from everywhere, man. So salute to you, Jen. Appreciate that.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
Thank you for jumping on the panel, sis, because I was going through it. I know I had some shit to say, and I fumbled through it, but hey, we made it.
No, it was good, man. It was a good show. I learned a lot, man. Like I learned a lot. For real. And I think this is like, you know, the more knowledge you put out there for people to see, like it's only going to be very good, you know. So get it out there, see what happens with all this, you know.
Man, my sister, salute to you, Jen. Salute to everybody who been tuned in. I'm sure I'll catch Jen tomorrow on them YouTube streets. Listen,
yeah, be around.
Facebook family, subscribe to Born Rich Club Films, man. Born Rich Club Films. However you're watching this on Facebook, if you're in the fucking show, if you're in the show chat, if you're in my personal chat, any one of these groups, I am going to post the link. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. We have YouTube exclusive content. YouTube family, same way. I'm putting my Facebook information on there. Y'all find me on Facebook. I have Facebook exclusive content, and I also have simulcast content. So man, listen, I implore everybody to jump over whatever your app of choice is. I got it. I hope you learned something today. Shit, I don't know. I'm not a teacher, but I know when I get in my little wormhole, I like to tell people about the wormhole I've been in. You feel me? Pause, just in case that came out funny. But thank y'all for tuning in. Peace, peace, peace. Like I said, I'm going to end this with a minute and 12-second video of this coward, Dave Grossman. And this is his concept on the sheep, which is the civilians, the wolves, which is what he calls the criminals, and the sheepdogs. That's what he calls the police.
So
Let's put this up. And listen, man, I love y'all, man. I love y'all for real. I'm gonna share this and then we gone. We gone. Peace, melanated. We gone.
All right, big up, Rich. Take care, man.
Salute to you, Jen. Salute, sis. Peace. Well, I guess I thought I had it.
America, I would submit to you, there's a higher ratio of sheepdogs than most other nations around the planet. People who have chosen to train themselves, to arm themselves, to prepare themselves. And so there are sheep. The vast majority truly are just gentle creatures and only hurt by action, extreme provocation. And then there are wolves. The wolves will feed the sheep without mercy. And then there are sheepdogs. The sheepdogs are those who are dedicated to protecting the flock. And that's what we're talking about is America, more than anybody else on the planet today, is a nation of sheepdogs. You know, maybe Israel, maybe Switzerland, just few of the nations that really nurture that sheepdog spirit, that empower their citizens, that give them the resources. And, you know, have you wondered what it was like to be, what would it have been like to be one of the samurai, you know, Book of Five Rings, you know, in that era, what would have been like to be one of the knights of old? This is what it's like. We've got state-of-the-art tools. We've got state-of-the-art training. We're given the authority to administer life and death. That sheep mindset is really pretty pathetic, you know.
Salute, family.